Ascension begins. Find yourself within. Take up your blade. Let the fears within fade. Stories are told as the die roll. Don't be afraid. Make your destiny will find you in me. Friends at your side, may the group with pride. Try as you might, you now live to fight. Monster nor foe can fill you with woe. Enemies in sight, it's time to roll dice. Roll for initiative. Check, please.
Hello, checkers and pleasers. We are back. All the
Hello again.
We did
Hey
it.
everybody, welcome to Check Please, the D&D live show. I'm your DM Beardy, and down here are my lovely players. Let's see if the server explodes.
Oh my god. Hi, my name is Keni. I play Risen the Fateweaver. I'm dying.
Everyone, I'm Foaly, and I still play Kurla, the half-orc life oracle.
I'm Xeno. I play Vera, the Swarmonger. Please join our swarm, which will keep you warm.
Oh, nice.
It's true.
Nice.
Nice. And
Well
I
played.
am Skrewy. I play Petravian, the Hivekeeper Paladin of Edenland and Malefera.
And I'm Grem, and I'm praying to the Machine Lords, please keep our server up. I'm sorry. Be merciful.
Isn't that like a different game? Different war? That's Warhammer, isn't it? When you pray to the machine gods.
That's real life.
That's
Oh.
all
Yeah.
the time.
Oh.
Anyway,
It's Lovette's final form, the machine god.
yeah, and with that, let's roll. So last time, the party journeyed up Mount Tianshan and meditated at the shrine there. And they had a strange dream vision shared thing that forced them all to confront some kind of shadow that dwelled within their own mind, some kind of aspect of their personality or past. Afterwards, they met up with together in some kind of strange tavern place where they spoke with the Emperor again, now in some kind of Zen state. And he explained that reaching the state of Zen was different for everyone, and you all saw it as a tavern. Anyway, he then explained that at some point, another being would show up, and sure enough, a shade-like halfling appeared and was speaking to people who weren't there, and you recognized, some of you did at least, that it was the halfling form of Zell, the dragon.
I don't know who this speech is.
Exactly. So currently, most of the party, aside from Lovette, is on the plane of Zen in the evening of the 14th of November. Lovette, on the at the same time, is currently back at the Vardo, or rather probably in the Cube, working on various projects. So, we open back up in the plane of Zen. Riz, Petravian, Kurla, Vera, you are still around this table, and you just watch this oddly dressed halfling introduce himself to a couple of figures that you cannot see or hear.
We heard their names, though.
You did. Well, you heard one of their names, Garbin. So
Which is a common halfling name.
it is a common halfling name. That's true. But yeah, they appear. It sounds from the side that you can hear of the conversation that they're refugees from Ville.
It's a
In my heart, just that really warmed my heart. It really did.
Garbin's a common halfling name because it sounds like garbage.
It's true.
Ooh.
So the oddly dressed halfling goes on to continue speaking and fades out.
Aw.
Well, we know we need to find a halfling. Is there like a place that we go specifically for where halflings live? Oh, wonderful. Okay.
Is that the only place to find them? I mean, I haven't seen many out and about, to be fair, but I've never been there myself.
It's highest concentration that I know of.
Fair enough.
I mean, it's not a
Still
halfling.
sobbing into their soup.
It's a dragon.
Lovely.
Even better. He look. I guess what is he? Hung out a lot in halfling form, or?
I think he really likes halflings, like a lot.
You've never met
In like a
Solid.
creepy way, or?
I think he hoards halflings.
Yeah, I think that's his horde. I think that's
Dragons
the
hoard
thing.
people all the time. It's a thing.
With their
Is it?
consent, right? He sounded quite nice when he was talking to the little ones.
Before
but-
we lose our Zen state, just a
Right.
second. Emperor, I have a request.
He looks over at you. What is it?
Could we use the Druid circles of the Kin Tao to return back to our lands so that we can get to this person as quickly as possible?
Oh, easy.
It was a request, Vera. It was niceties. Yes.
Vera has a blank face, like confused.
I just want to make sure this won't be an issue if we use them, as we were told that they are kind of blocked off before.
As long as no one uses them to return. But before you go, if you are heading back to Chonglai, come back by the palace before you leave.
Oh,
All right.
I would speak to you on Adrian once more.
Then we will tell your guards that Fortune's favor is there to see you per the request of you. Is that fine?
They will be made aware of it.
Wonderful.
I mean, I don't want to speak for Lovette, but if you'd like her to make you up another puzzle, I'm sure she'd be delighted. Small
I
grin from
wouldn't
Kurla.
refuse such a thing.
Only seems fair, since he kind of helped us reach enlightenment and all that.
Just give her more anxiety. She's like, I can't make one better.
No promises for me. I can't speak for her, but we can certainly ask her.
Yes, we can
Right.
ask.
It does seem like you have more important things to focus your attention on.
True.
yeah.
Feel like we've lasted a long time in here. We should probably get to you as soon as possible then.
I understand, and I await your return.
All right. And Riz stands up. How do we get out of here?
As Riz says that, they vanish.
Don't we just have to, like, be does a quote unquote unzen?
You merely need to wish to leave. That's all.
I want to be out of here.
Vera disappears.
I don't want to leave.
That was so quiet and away from your mic.
Sorry. Petravian's just like kind of whispers, I kind of don't want to leave.
Yeah, Kurla looks across to Petravian and then sort of just looks down to the mushroom soup that they're still now spooning more slowly.
It's getting saltier and saltier as you continue to cry into the soup.
It's so nice and calm here.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Can I slap Petravian's head
In the real
in
world?
the real world?
Yes.
I'd
So
say
you-
a medium slap,
Nah,
not truly.
Sadly, you cannot. I apologize.
Oh,
we-
oh,
we'll
right.
jump-
It's because
we'll
it's like
jump-
instantaneous, right?
Yeah, we'll jump scenes here momentarily.
Yeah, it's okay. Go ahead.
Kurla will tend to the Emperor. Yeah, you said that it's a little bit different trying to get back here when you're not. I feel more replete here than I've felt in a very long time. I'm worried that I'm not going to feel this way if I wake up.
It's something that can be learned given enough time. But reflecting upon your life and finding peace and balance with everything is the key to getting here. the shrine on the top of the mountain is simply a step to help you reach your goal. But anyone can do it, given enough time and practice.
Jiro has been helping me find some balance as well prior to this. I don't know what you and he discussed, but I'm glad that he's still around.
As am I.
Well, I guess we'd best be off and save the world, but we'll see you quite soon. Thanks for the help, as always.
Of course.
And
Look forward to your arrival.
Kurla will finish the last drop of extremely salty tear mushroom soup and stand up.
Alright. Kurla vanishes, leaving just Petravian in the room with the Emperor.
He has a question. I called my animal companion and went along the path in here, and I worry for him. If he fell in this plane, is he okay?
Nothing you see here is real in the sense that you understand reality.
Thank you. Look forward to seeing you again.
Very well. I will see you soon.
He stands up.
Alright. Petravian vanishes. The Emperor sits at the table for a moment longer, takes a sip of something, takes a deep breath, and then looks over to the sleeping figure by the fire as we fade back to the shrine at the top of the mountain. So we open on that place, and all of you wake up. All of your eyes flick open at the same time, and you find yourselves in the exact spot you were in, and you can look at the sun and realize that not much time has passed. In fact, almost no time at all. So it was a bit odd. It's almost like you had just sat down to meditate, and now you're here.
Is Jiro still meditating?
Yeah, right there next to you.
Jiro, we're done. We did the thing. We're done.
Jiro opens his eyes, looks at you, and then signs. We just got here.
Yeah, and we found the true balance then. I killed myself.
Jiro blinks. What?
In the mindscape that I was just in, I had to face myself, who is the person I was before I lost all my memories, and then I killed them.
Just now.
Yes. I think Petravian said he killed himself and Chisel in his.
No, Chisel killed other Chisel and unfortunately killed himself. Actually, I need to. God, I wish I could bring him to contact him without having to, bring him.
I mean, we're gonna be going back to the other country soon, anyways, after we get back to Chonglai and Druid Circle, So,
Okay.
why don't you talk to him once we're back in whatever country we're going to? One of them, it probably starts with a T.
You feeling okay?
Yeah, are you?
Oddly, yes.
I feel exactly the same.
That
I
was
feel good.
Yeah, that was a hell of a thing. Kurla's gonna be sort of not very surreptitiously wiping their snot covered, on the back of their sleeve.
Jiro looks to Kurla and then back to the rest of the group, and will sign. I feel like I missed something.
I mean, you weren't there. I was wondering where you were, but yeah, we talked to the Emperor. We found out who had true balance in this world. We know who to contact next. So, It's a halfling who's also a dragon. Crazy. I love this world.
It's gonna be fun.
Convincing someone to die is
No,
going to be
halflings.
fun?
No. Just halflings are great.
Jiro looks a little disappointed and then gets up.
What's wrong?
He signs back. I just suppose that I thought that I would be there too. It's strange.
Well, I
Huh.
thought you would be there too, but perhaps you didn't need to face yourself. Would you like to take more time to meditate?
He considers your words and then politely refuses, and will assist anyone down the mountain.
I mean, can we take an extra day? And if you want to, you can stay up here for.
Petravian? The world is literally ending.
Yeah, but we all
No.
care for Jiro. Okay.
Jiro, you tell me your thoughts on this.
Jiro just looks to Petravian, kind of shakes his head slightly, and then heads out the shrine.
Kurla's gonna head off to Jiro pretty quickly because they want a private word as they head down the mountain.
I'm trying to thought being nice.
People are dying, Petravian.
People die every day.
Yes, but more people are dying. What the fuck, Petravian?
What's one more person?
Oh my god.
Isn't the whole point to, lessen the pain of the people of this world and, not have people die?
I think I'm a little too relaxed right now.
You know that thing that Marcus did a lot in the early days of season 1?
T-posing?
With aside from that, the disbelief in him being a cleric of Eden because he would come out with these really awful, horrible, nasty
real bad
things.
Yeah.
Really bad statements.
People die every day. Really?
Says the lawful good paladin.
I don't think he's lawful good.
Oof.
We love you, Skrewy, but damn.
That's fucked.
Lawful would if I could.
Wow.
So Kurla goes and grabs Jiro for a private conversation.
Yeah, if everyone else is done at the shrine.
Oh, we're just
Okay.
shaking our head at Petravian.
So, the group heads down the mountain, and on the way,
So Kurla will speak out loud, but also sign because again it helps to practice so that they can interpret better. They're still trying to master that sign language, and they will say to Jiro, "I'm sorry that you weren't able to join us, but for what it's worth, I don't think I could have made it through that without what you've taught me so far. You've been helping me with in terms of letting myself feel certain things and just trying to find inner balance and a little bit of inner peace. I wouldn't have got there without that assistance."
he signs back. I appreciate that. I'm glad that you've taken to my advice so quickly. I'm glad that it's been benefiting you. I
Long way
suppose
to
I'm
go.
just a bit disappointed that I wasn't able to partake in that experience with the rest of you. But I understand.
I mean, I've a long way to go. It's still early days yet. But do you want to talk about why you might not have been able to get there?
I'm not sure. I'll think on it and I'll speak with you about it later.
I've been thinking about the last time that we kind of talked as well, when I thought that you were about to off yourself.
Jiro nods.
I'm glad that you're still around, and on reflection, I think I was out of line with the approach that I took. I just... You'd think I'd have a better handle on the whole life and death thing, considering what I do as a healer, but the thought of losing anyone, even someone I don't know all that well, which is the case with us, setting aside how important you are to Rez, I just don't want to lose anyone, and that maybe makes me take things too far with how far I'm willing to go and what I'm willing to do to prevent that if I can. So I was out of line, trying to use your honor against you.
It's understandable. You wished to keep me around, and for what it's worth, I'm very glad to be here. The Emperor is different than I expected in person. But I feel perhaps I've been overly serious in my He stops and thinks about that for a moment, and then he'll sign back. Perhaps that's why I was unable to reach Zen. I feel that this may be troubling me more than I at first realized.
What, taking your oaths too seriously, or just being too serious in general? I'm not quite clear. Maybe I missed a sign there. Still learning that.
It's perhaps the idea I had of the Emperor and meeting him in person. The gulf between those two things was greater than I expected. And perhaps that is the nature of my issue. But as I said, this is not anyone else's issue but my own, and it's something that I'll just have to think about.
Well, we will be speaking with him once more in person before we head back across the wall, so if it would help you to reconcile the two images that you have of him, perhaps another conversation is in the cards.
Jiro will nod.
I mean, if anyone deserves the kind of experience that we had up there, I would say it's you, so I hope that speaking with him again helps.
Jiro nods again.
And I hope that we can continue to practice. When you have, a spare few minutes every now and again, I do want to try and master whatever that bastard spider piece of shit throws at me.
Riz is just staring at you two as they're walking behind you.
But can I do a perception check to see if I can notice Riz looming?
I mean, we're walking down a fucking mountain. Like, where else am I supposed to go?
Yeah, like right, you're all pretty close to each other. I imagine that your conversation, at least the spoken part, is going to be able to be overheard.
But can I feel like Riz's stare on the back of my neck?
You feel it burning.
Been there.
Can I run a perception check for that?
You stole my boyfriend.
Yeah, you can
Don't
try.
steal my friend.
Yeah.
Boyfriend.
Okay, that is 31.
Yeah, you can
Okay.
you can feel these eyes on your back. Sure.
Right, but anyway, we can talk about this more a little bit later. God, I think my shoelace has come undone, so I'll just hang back and fix that, and y'all can continue on. I'll catch up with you in a few minutes. And Kurla will go off to the side of the path and kneel down, start fussing with their perfectly laced up boots.
Riz will catch up to Jiro and just kind of give an expression of what was that about, but doesn't say anything.
Jiro will give you a half shrug and a little smile, and will walk down the rest of the mountain beside you.
Mm-hmm. Riz will pick a flower and give it to him on the way down.
Oh shit!
You can't be without your husband for 2 minutes. My God.
No. Not.
Oh.
No.
I mean, that's sweet.
You bastard!
What? You're the one who hit the mic.
You bit me!
Wow.
Just a
Anyways,
love nibble.
we head down the mountain.
So meanwhile, in a faraway place
Star Wars?
called the Vardo.
Oh.
Ah.
How?
How? Well, in the cube then. If you want to pan over to the cube. Because we keep the Vardo and the cube on the same map.
Yes.
I didn't design it
I
with
mean-
the cube.
To be fair,
Whenever you say the cube, all I can think of is just this just intense sound. The
Oh, it is an
cube.
intense place. I mean, it's all...
yeah,
Yeah.
it's making
Just a
clicking
sex
noises.
dungeon.
It's just like the movie.
Well, I mean, there are
Oh,
a pair of
thank you.
manacles in there, so that's certainly
True.
on its
true.
way to becoming what Kenny just said.
A lot of folding in there.
Well, you're not supposed to know about that, all right?
I know you and Moira get into weird shit. I listened to the honey scene in season 1.
Oh my.
I forgot about the fucking honey scene.
You
When you
proposed
creepy sex
to her.
doll.
I forgot about that shit.
Wow.
Oh my.
Yeah.
I don't remember that, so apparently
I
I was.
remember so
I forgot how fucking mad Vera was.
You used her honey.
So I was closer to the mark than I realized with that creepy sex doll comment
No, this
20
was-
episodes ago. Oh god.
No, this is with actual Moira.
A real
Oh.
Moira. Season 1.
Oh.
Oh yeah, before she went all
No,
bitey and
It was,
killy.
it was when Lovette proposed to her. It was like Lovette proposed to her like
Yeah,
right
same
after the honey sex scene.
Gotcha.
Sex.
I think actually what it was, the reason I didn't remember it, I think I had actually blanked it out.
Yeah,
So
you block it out.
Yeah.
It's
Ah,
too
yes.
traumatic to
Yes.
think
I might have
Trauma.
to step away and grab
Oh.
some scotch to kind of get rid of the last 5 minutes.
All that working on clocks has made her timing perfect.
Oh, that
Clocks
hurt.
or- Oh, never mind.
So the cube.
Yeah, alright.
So, meanwhile, while
now
the
that
rest
we've
of the
all
par-
lost our state of zen.
Yeah. While the rest of the group headed up the mountain, Lovette, you stayed behind to work on your various projects, of which you have
Lots of
at this
projects,
point
yes.
lots of them.
Too many.
You also wanted to sketch the area. So the first thing you
Yes.
did is you took out an easel and you went out and you sketched the area. And yeah, you have like a nice landscape shot of this beautiful, expansive steppe of kind of just rolling golden grasses for a very long way, and up the outskirts of this town that's made of these big canvas tents, as well as the foothills of these mountains. And then you even include in your sketch this panoramic landscape you draw, the outline of Mount Tian Shan. As you finish it and look at it, it's it's a pretty decent rendering. Yeah, actually, if you wanna, do you have a skill involved in that you'd like to roll?
I was gonna ask you that question.
What should
Probably not.
artistic talent be?
I mean, under artistry, I've got nothing. I could just click the die next to artistry and see what happens.
Yeah, that sounds as good as anything.
Oh, that was a nat 20.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Hey,
All right, that's a good start.
So yeah, you figure that this is a pretty damn good approximation of the area. In fact, you're very proud of this as you've drawn it.
It's like the first drawing that will come out of this place in like centuries.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm sure that won't get you in trouble at all.
This is the first one
So-
that goes on the fridge.
Look, if they know what's inside the book, I'm already fucking done for.
So yeah, you finish the sketch, look it over. You're pretty proud of your work here. You take that back with you, and you decide to pop into the cube. You know, you've got a couple of projects to go off of, and also Archie's there. So,
Mm-hmm.
it's a decent place to work on your other things. You've got this necro-sucking device concept you need to figure out. And you've also got this other thing, this device that you had gotten the original blueprints from Voska himself. And that's something that's been weighing on your mind here and there, because there was something about those blueprints that just never seemed to click right. And there was something that was just strange about the whole thing. Would you please roll me a knowledge engineering? Or, sorry, an engineering... Yeah, you got it.
Yes.
Excellent.
Was it 38?
Damn.
So you're poring over these blueprints, and you know that this device is initially designed to create spiritual energy, to create a soul, right? An artificial one. And so you know very well at this point that this is an engine that creates artificial souls.
Mm-hmm.
And it has all these crazy concepts in it that pulls energy out of like the ambient background plane of existence and concentrates it and then does something with it. And that last part is something that has kind of been a bit of a hang up, because as far as you can tell, this thing is more like a battery than something that's going to give Archie a soul, or at least restore Archie to his former self. Because it looks like it just is going to, like, as you're tracing the thing in your mind and trying to figure out how all these pieces are going to come together and channel all the different power, that's coming into this into one place, there's not really any way for that energy to actually depart the device. Like, there's no interface to this thing in a way that is a bit distressing, because surely Voska wouldn't have given you bum plans.
Right.
And as you're poring over that, Archie is going to look over at you. Master.
Yes, Algie?
What are you working on?
I'm trying to get you back to Gnome.
I see. My operation distresses you.
It is, it's different from the intended functioning, I think. Yes, it does. I guess so.
Archie remains silent. A moment hangs in the air. And you look back to the plans, and a thought will strike your mind. Please roll another knowledge engineering check.
All right, closer. I mean, close-ish. So 37.
37, yeah. It's pretty middling for you, at least.
Yeah, it's above average.
It's above average, yeah. So you're looking at the thing, and you keep looking over a part of the design on this blueprint, and you're not entirely sure what it represents exactly, because this thing, to say it's complicated is putting it mildly. And there's a part that you're not entirely sure how it functions. And as you're looking at it, you feel a presence in the room with you. Not you and Archie, but someone else.
Good day.
Oh. It's been a while since we've talked. Is it the boss? Do I kneel? What do I do here? Like, kind of give like a bow, generally behind me.
You don't have to bow, it's fine.
Okay, I'm not used to this.
Well,
Lysan doesn't seem to understand that I need rules.
I can understand that. It's always good to have a framework to work from.
Of course, yes, exactly. What can I do for you?
I think that's the other way around, actually. You called for me.
Oh, well, I suppose I did. That was not my intention, but if I have your attention, I suppose you can. I was wondering what this part is for.
Ah,
And I saw if there is an input. Am I supposed to come up with the input?
in a way, yes.
Right, well,
So-
aren't you afraid of needles, so I'd rather not show you something like that.
Oh,
I mean, unless it's absolutely necessary.
I think we'll avoid needles then if we can help it. Now, let me see which part of the blueprints you're on.
And there will be almost like a rustling, like a wind sensation through the area. And Vasca will shimmer into being next to you. At least some representation of Vasca.
What does it look like?
It looks mostly like shimmering air in a vague humanoid shape.
Is he human-sized or gnome-sized?
Gnome-sized.
Okay.
And
Of course.
a glimmering hand is going to run itself across the blueprint and sort of just feeling it, and then will point directly at that spot near the center.
Yes,
Ah.
exactly this.
This here. Yes, it is a bit complicated. And I suppose it's better to know before going into this. You may have realized or noticed that the device, lacks a guidance. It's currently in this state, would only be like a bottle. It could collect energy and contain it, but it wouldn't be able to impart it on anything.
Right, yes, exactly.
The device needs guidance. It needs a hand to guide it, someone to control the device. But it's no small thing to ask.
Control how? Direct the energy flow?
Yes, it requires a soul, a living being, to direct the flow of power through it.
Would that be harmful?
It would depend on your definition of harmful. Would it
That's
kill
good enough
you?
for me.
No. Would it hurt? Unlikely. But it would require integration.
Okay. I'm prepared to do that.
Allow me to explain a bit more. This device, it doesn't just create a single soul. It won't just restore Archie. If you were to build this and use it, it would be able to create any number of additional siblings for Archie.
Any number. There's got to be some kind of limit on it.
the limit would simply be however much ambient energy you were able to flow through these coils here. Given enough time, it's limitless. And if someone was integrated into it, that energy coming into the machine would sustain them indefinitely.
This sounds like a bit of Malva projects in there is Alpha.
It is an interesting piece of equipment, I should say.
What
I've never met one yet who has been willing to try to use it.
Meaning I'm ready. If it's just the only way to get Archibald back, there isn't a choice.
I'm impressed by your enthusiasm.
Is all
Well.
I have left.
If you do this, you're going to have so much more.
So much more what?
Archie is very close to you. Your bond with him is what would allow this to function in the first place.
But yes.
But through this device, you would be able to create an entire, well,
People?
yes. Given enough time.
Right? That is fascinating. I'm not sure how to interpret these. I don't want to let it get to my head, but it sounds like if you're saying what I think you are saying. I don't know. I don't know if I could stay here. In this world. But I'm not deterred. So, how am I supposed to connect to this part?
We would need to create a chamber that would go here.
The hand will settle on that middle part that doesn't really make a lot of sense to you currently. And as he moves his finger across it, the blueprints are going to shift and change slightly. And in its place, where there was just a jumble of odd bits of machinery, it turns into what looks like a metal cylinder that everything connects into.
Does it look similar at all to the Necrosucci?
No.
The Necrosucci got a big cylinder? That's how I imagined it.
No, this is like basically like a pod
chamber.
or a chamber that would be in the center of this device. The rest of the machine is built around. The Necrosucci device is like a big coil.
I see.
It's honestly, if we're comparing the two devices, the Necrosucci device is child's play compared to this.
Oh,
Like the Necrosucci device is pretty much just an energy siphon that hits a different plane of existence. This is something that pulls ambient energy out of the cosmos and concentrates it and turns it into an artificial soul.
It's effectively what she was trying to make with Moira forever ago,
Mhm.
but like done correctly.
I mean, I wouldn't even just say done correctly. This is like done in such a way that it's almost poetic.
Yeah,
Like it's
perfectly.
This is perfectly This is the perfect expression of your initial hypothesis.
Yeah, I think Lovette is frankly in the moment just entranced by that fact. I'm just like, oh, wow, this is what I was missing.
So much is open to me now. It suddenly makes so much more sense.
Well, there's no rush to create this, because once you've built it, it would alter your life in ways that are difficult to understand.
Yeah, I see that. Right. This is a lot, like, even with my determination, I would like to be able to think about it a bit before I really commit to this, but I don't know that I can just let Archie die like this either. I think deep down this is something I was always prepared for.
If you need any assistance with it, you need only ask.
I have a question, if it is not presumptuous of me.
Oh, of course not. What's up?
What is your goal in all of this? I'm cautious to use a certain vernacular, but it's clear this is. I would not be what one would normally consider a mortal being after all of this.
Well, how much do you know about my family?
I've been trying to learn more, but very little, unfortunately. I mostly know the reason, and they speak anecdotally, so it's always about who is gossiping about whom in complaints and such.
That much is true. There is often rivalry and pecking at each other that happens, but I try to avoid that at all possible. But they're all creative in a way. Many of them have placed their mark on the world by making an entire race of people here and there, and I had a hand in a bit of that myself. And I suppose if one creates a race, it makes them the parent of that race. Perhaps I'm interested to see what it would be like to be a grandparent.
I hope I make you proud. This is a little process, though.
Vasca will, like, this image next to you will, like, look to Archie and look to you, and then we'll just respond.
Who's to say that I'm not already?
Thank you. I have one other question before I get to work, I suppose. This has been on the back of my mind for a while. How did my grandfather figure this out? How did he make all the world?
He had a stroke of brilliance. He was an inventor like many came before him, and, well, he did his best, and I assisted him where I could. but mostly the designs he made were his own. He was only a little bit off on his calculations for this one.
He says that looking over at Archie.
He misinterpreted a few things, but then you came along and everything made sense.
I still don't know if I understand, but I suppose that's going to be part of this.
What about it? Can I help explain?
Why me? Why am I connected with Archibald? How's this all started?
Well, when your grandfather created Archie, he had everything mostly where it needed to be. The mechanics functioned quite well, but the activation, that was where he'd made his miscalculation. He needed someone that had a bit more divine power in them, a bit more of a spark than a normal mortal would have. And your rather interesting heritage is just the secret sauce that was needed.
Ew.
Hey,
Mosca,
the
gross.
salsa.
Grandpa, you can't say that.
Say what I want.
Divine spark. That was not what I was expecting.
It's what awoke in Archie's soul to begin with.
And it sounds to me like this is the only possible course of action.
If you wish Archie to exist how he did before, yes, there is really no other way.
Then I guess I should get to work.
I just wish that it was not as final. But I will leave you to it. As I said before, if you need anything, you need only ask.
Thank you for everything.
The figure will nod and then fade out of existence, leaving you in the cube next to Archie, who is sort of just staring at the wall. And it fills you with sort of a feeling of both melancholy and also determination.
Yes.
I've got you, buddy. I'm going to bring you back no matter what. And I wonder when the rest of them are getting back, because I need to ask Lisa some very pertinent questions now.
Uh-oh.
How is Babby form?
How is Babby formed, but for real?
Have you ever had a dream where you could?
Lovette, I still have no idea what you're saying.
Well, you wanted to do so much so you could do anything?
Hello? So, does the party kind of get there around this time then?
It's a bit longer than that, but yeah, so a little bit of time is going to pass, and Lovette kind of works in the cube for a bit until eventually, yes, the group will make its way back down the mountain, and by that evening, you have arrived back at the Vardo.
Alright, Petravian, I'm getting tired of explaining this to you. You take the card, you memorize what's on it, you put it back in the deck so that I can't see it, and then I look for it. So one final time, is this your card?
Alright, we're gonna have to start all over again.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
So what's the difference between the clubs and aces? They
This
look
is
the
why I do
same.
not teach people things.
I
Why do they call it a club if it's like 3 circles?
Petravian, I got nothing, big guy. I love you, mate, but we're done. No more card tricks. I'm not even gonna bother trying again.
How about you just like, can you make it like disappear?
How about this? This is your card.
It
It wouldn't matter which fucking card I pulled out of the deck because you'd just say it was. You'd think it was, wouldn't you? So
Well, that's hurtful.
you're right. I'm sorry. I think I'm coming down from that Zen high and getting mean again. I need to watch that.
It's okay.
Apologies.
It's okay. I know how you feel. It was nice. It was
Nice.
nice.
I felt content, and now I'm getting all grouchy and bitchy again. That's not gonna work.
Is it allergies?
I mean, I feel like it's a little bit of a choice sometimes, yes? I mean, if you feel like you should be in that Zen state, then just do it.
I mean, it takes a certain amount of practice. I'm gonna work on it. It's worth trying to get back to, although I feel like if I try too hard, that's gonna be the opposite of what I want. It feels like it's gotta be something that you find it by not seeking it type cone then. I don't know.
I know that you're supposed to clear your mind, and I mean, for me, that's
Easy?
yeah.
I'm sorry, there's that bitchy side of me again, I apologize.
No. That's what I was gonna say. There's a lot that weighs on my soul and everything, and stress but when I want to, I can just if you ever see me and I'm just staring off, like there's really nothing going on. It's just...
Speaking of nothing going on, has anyone knocked on Lovette's cube?
I feel like if we knock on it too hard, she's just gonna come out and yell at us for
I mean,
upsetting everything.
if we just knock and say, Lovette, we're back, like at least there's the courtesy.
Fine,
of-
I'll do it.
Okay.
Could someone message them?
I go
think they
inside of the room. And do I
Really,
see the
don't-
cube?
Don't just
Yeah,
shake the
yeah,
bloody
they-
thing, Vera. You gotta just be
I
gentle.
just kind
do
of.
it.
I just kind of. Is it on the floor or is it? Where is it?
Very
No, it's on the
gentle.
desk. And there's a sign on the door that explains like how to contact her.
I didn't read
I'm
it.
totally
so...
imagine that Vera does not see it, but
She doesn't even
there's definitely a sign
bother.
there. It's like please tap 2 times and then leave the cube where it is.
Oh no.
I just slapped the top once,
Oh.
hard.
Oh dear.
And it just come out like the next second, like hair frazzled, just
Can I help you?
Ears bleeding.
my hat is like smushed a little bit.
Outstanding.
Yeah, we're all here, so we're probably gonna
Cool.
head back to the city.
But was it the boss that it was like 2 minutes.
It was pretty fast. It takes a lot more time inside the Zen state, apparently.
Wait, what? I thought you were going to go talk to somebody who is like in a Zen state or something.
I mean, we did that too.
Like it's nothing.
We saw the Emperor. Also, we have to talk to Zell, see if he'll,
KYS.
Oh, cool.
do the thing
Wait,
for
Zion
us.
in a leaf cuff?
Yeah, apparently he can enter a Zen state, so that might be our best option.
I knew it.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Best of it, but I mean, do we know how much he knows about the whole?
Spit it out. Spit it out, Lovette.
What are we gonna do one night? He's gonna eat me. What are you talking about?
The world is ending and your main concern is getting eaten.
Oh, hi, Kurla.
I mean, that's kind of, if most people, the world's endings, and yeah, I've seen elements plus, and its concern is dying.
I still don't follow. Would you rather get eaten than the world end? I'm not tracking what you're trying to say here. Also, how do you all know this dragon, halfling, person, thing?
We had to talk to it when we brought Marcus over, like the actual, well, quote-unquote,
Yeah,
actual
he didn't
Marcus.
like Malchus very much. I'm pretty sure he's going to like Malchus too even less. And he just kind of knew what was going on.
Well, maybe
So-
he
Oh,
shouldn't
because you
see
made
Marcus.
fake halflings. You're worried he's going to be pissed off with you because he likes the real ones. Is that?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
He's got
Moira
this
is
thing
a
about
gnome,
it.
actually.
He's not. Foyle is fine, yeah. I don't think he's going to have an opinion on Hill.
Then how about we just don't tell him about your creepy construct?
I guess. I don't know.
Creepy.
I'm worried he's going to know somehow.
I mean, if he's going to die, does it really matter?
Are we just?
I'm not the person you have to convince on that part.
I know, but
I
like,
hope so. Oh yes, I would hope that he listens to that reasoning, but
haha.
I mean,
Ah.
I've seen
uh,
people make armor stands that look like people, where like you have the body and stuff. Isn't that kind of like what Mark II is? Is that the same thing? It's not alive.
I mean, yeah, ultimately, but I'm not sure he's going to see it that way.
I also vote for not telling him, like Vera has said.
But what if he knows and he's waiting for us to tell him, and he's like, "This is the deciding factor between
He's
whether
I
I
kneel-
help
he's
you
a
or kill you."
dragon.
I kneel down and put my hand roughly on Lovette's shoulder. Then we make sure to deny it.
I feel like if he's aware that the world is coming to an end, he's going to have bigger fish to fry. And if he's not, by the time that we tell him, he's going to be caring more about the possible downfall of all of the halflings. And what was it called? Where's the place that he has all of these people?
Very
Valley,
valid.
very.
Mary Valley. Well, if he's sensible, he'll be more worried about that than your twisted little experiments.
I suppose so.
Being so bitchy, I do apologize. Your creations.
I'm used to it. I suppose.
I mean, he was a
that
bit terse,
maybe-
but he's not an abomination.
We're not going to let
He
anyone
is-
hurt you, Lovette. We're just not.
I don't know you're gonna tell him no, but I suppose your reasoning makes sense.
And if he does kill you, I'll bring you back. So, easy peasy.
Okay, does that counter digestion?
Probably. I've never tested it, but
I mean, how much do you need?
Would you have to wait until he's finished digesting me?
let's burn that bridge when we get to it, shall we?
Oh, I suppose so.
Could be interesting to get eaten by a dragon.
I leave it up to speculation.
Whatever
Some
floats your
things I
boat,
can
we
just
don't
be
judge here.
opposite.
I don't know. It's an odd way to die, but I feel like it's not an unheard way to die. What kind of dragon
No.
is he, by the way?
Is golden, I believe, or
Golden here.
bronze.
And he's nice.
I think I saw him at Soul's wedding, right?
I mean, he can be really nice. When we encountered him the first time, he was a bit pissed. I thought the wedding he was quite nice.
But he was.
I mean, he's a halfling, He's nice in a halfling kind of way.
But he's also a
Like-
dragon, so you have the other half that you have to worry about.
Yeah, so he really needs to
Vera,
be the
come
center of attention. It's the
I
whole,
thought you were
like,
I thought you were doing better with the dragons.
When have I ever liked dragons?
I do not
Well-
recall a moment when Vera was like, "Oh my god, I love dragons! They're my
Yeah.
best friend."
No,
Wait.
but you seem to be opening up to the what's that deed? So many of them.
Petravian.
Yeah.
Dragons are an abomination of power. They're
But
frighteningly
Targaryen is
powerful.
the whole dragon thing, right?
Gagarian is a dragon, yes.
You seem to be opening up to them.
Well, yes, he.
I mean, gods are kind of like in contact a different way, yes.
And also, he has.
Go back.
He has shown that he's open to helping our sister.
Not eating you.
That too.
Go back to the.
I think that's a good thing. Vera?
Obviously. She wasn't combating this.
It's a lot easier to accept a predominantly non-physical dragon. It's almost like an imaginary dragon, brother.
I feel like there could be a good song for that.
You could call him Puff. Just off the top of my head, it sounds like a good name for an imaginary
Thought
dragon.
it would be Figment, but you know.
Go back to the part where he was pissed the first time you saw him. So he likes a drink every now and again. Because I got that nice bottle of wine that I was going to give to Sorrowin, but if that'll help smooth the way, I can give him that.
Oh,
I mean,
sweetheart.
But he was pissed off before?
Oh, pissed off? I thought you said, pissed as in drunk.
Who uses pissed as like
I wasn't there,
drunk?
so-
That's
Oh, no, he was-
gross.
Only Vera.
No, he like.
Lovette,
Must
you
take
were
a
there,
lot
weren't
to
you?
get a dragon drunk.
No, Vera wasn't there.
Where was Vera?
I was
I
somewhere
thought-
else.
Yeah, they were sorting out some feelings after some worlds were exchanged. Yeah, actually, I come to think of it, I was the only one there, I guess. Me, sorry myself, with Malchus for the time he was conscious. Yeah, he was pretty mad, so there, he throws the line pretty hard, I would say. First interaction, very dragon interaction. Second one, more halfling interaction.
What was he mad about?
Malchus existing.
I mean, I would be upset about the Shadow Man as well.
Oh.
He was walking in a flesh suit, basically, so...
Ooh,
Yes.
why did you have to say it that way?
Because it's accurate.
nasty.
Oh.
And then Rivka was friends with the flesh
yeah.
suit.
So,
So yeah, he might be a little mad about flesh suit 2.0.
if he's offended by Mark II, are you going to be willing to,
2.2 is 6.5.
ditch Mark II in order to get this dragon's
Hold
head?
on,
If
Mark
he
II
said,
wants-
I'll help you out if we get rid of him, you're going to be willing to pull the plug on him, so to speak?
Mark II wants to do right by everything, I thought.
I've given this some thought, yes. I'm hoping he doesn't have to ask that.
But if he does,
But
I feel like you should be like mentally prepared for these. I agree with
Right.
Kurla.
well, yes, I've been mentally preparing quite a lot. It takes a good bit of it to, put someone whose life your existence is, whose existence you're responsible for, kind of just up the offline like that.
Could you not just build another one?
They could wait. Yeah, that is how kids work. Sometimes you can just make mal. Doesn't make it
What
better.
the fuck?
It's
I'm just
not,
saying.
I
It's
think
not,
that trumps what I said earlier.
not alive, though. We've had this discussion.
I don't think solving the solution of having a bad kid is making more because the original kids still exist and you should care for them. What the
Yeah, I was
fuck,
being
Lovette?
facetious.
Oh my
listen.
god. Okay.
My point is that you can't just you can replacing the person is not the hard part of that.
Wasn't this one to replace one that died, a real person that died in the first place?
Yes.
So replacing this one would be easy. I still not seeing the objection.
Okay, well, setting aside, I did see the moral issues and the emotional context. Just from a practical standpoint, Mark II has already now gone through a lot of iteration and personal development.
I
And I
mean,
really don't want to have that. He will make the same mistakes if I make a new one.
if you do make a new one, can't you just implement the knowledge that the previous one had? Like you take the memories in like a different device and put it in a new one.
I could try that, but since they are imperfect, if I did that over and over, it just kind of become a stupid blob.
Oh. Like that thing Petravian was looking for.
Yes, very
Their
similar.
name was Plu.
And it's
yes.
gone.
I wonder if
They're
that thing
gone.
was. Maybe it was all sludgy like that because it was meant to make a film like the other ones. The other
Probably.
slimes.
It's
And it was
probably a
just
good thing they're
iterated
not
over and
around.
over.
But back to the story of the dragon that we are going to meet. Here's the plan coming up. We are going back to Chonglai. We are going to be meeting with the Emperor one time before we leave, and then we are going to use Druid Circle to get back to the other side of this continent. Now, I don't know if we want to go to Vil or Moscova. I don't know which one's safer at this point. Like, Vil's probably fine. We haven't heard anything new about it. Look, you said, what's that bitch's name? The black-haired lady. You said she said everything was fine. So.
Yep, fine. It's doing great over there. Fine. Just fine.
Fine,
not great.
Dan. Definitely fine.
Well,
Raised eyebrow.
motives, you're welcome to.
Yeah, sense motive, absolutely. Your voice just went up like half an octave there.
Like
that
a
was,
lot.
Are you sure?
that was fascinating. I didn't know you
you
could.
talk
I'm
like that.
actually
What are you talking
impressed.
about?
Why?
That was a 19 on my sense motive.
Yeah, I'll sense motive too.
I'm such a distrustful person.
See,
Nope, that's a 2.
I love that Petravian has no bonus.
I mean, a 19 doesn't actually beat if I roll a 1.
I
on a
rolled a
bluff.
2 and got a 31.
I'm just gonna roll. There we go.
And I already know Lovette's full of shit because Melly said that it was like outside of the wall practically.
Well, I got a 33, so I mean,
Yeah,
you,
so,
you
I
can
mean,
only eat
Oh,
shit.
Yeah, technically Lovette just successfully bluffed all of you.
Fair
If we're
enough.
going by
Nice.
those rules.
Okay.
Well, okay then.
Fine is specific welding. Well, it's going like it was, and it's gonna keep doing that until we fix it. So, what is there to worry about?
Well, the
Well-
fact that it's gonna keep doing what it's doing, but if you say
Yeah.
it's fine, then I believe you. Because why would you lie to us?
Well,
I
fine
get-
in a sense. Like we have people to get people out of the holy city.
Right,
At least it's not going
that's what it
faster,
meant.
right? Presumably, is that what you mean by fine? It's not going faster. It's all same pace as before.
Was it going faster?
So,
She didn't say it was, did she? She just said that it's bad.
well, as Kurla asks that question, something else is going to happen, and that is, Vera, a voice just kind of explodes in your brain.
So, Vera! Fuck! Are you okay?
What?
Are you okay? I just talked to Siva.
About what?
The Deadlands?
Yeah, that's what we're trying to fix.
I understand that, but like, is the temple okay? Is everyone okay? Are you...
The temple by in the holy city is going to potentially be overtaken if we're not fast enough. But
Okay.
I already have a plan in
Is that
motion,
Soul? Hi, Soul.
brother. Please. I already have a plan set up to hopefully move as many people as we can from the
Okay.
city.
Okay. Good. Sorry, I was just kind of doing my monthly, weekly, yearly. It kind of all jumbles. Checkup with Siva, and she said shit was bad.
What's bad? In particular.
People are panicking.
Yes, that makes sense.
Like, I don't know how much longer the Holy City's gonna last, and your guys' speed of time? Are you guys slower or faster?
Right now, slower.
Oh. Okay. Well,
We're stuck in Kintao, and it's a bit slow moving here.
you guys made it to Kintao?
We did.
Oh, that's impressive. Good for you. Ooh, did you make another hive
focus.
there? Oh, sorry.
Focus.
I haven't had a lot of time to talk to friends in a while, so.
I understand. Thanks for contacting me. Like, is there anything in particular that's like?
Oh.
Obviously, they're panicking, but
I was worried about you because
no, we are.
Siva said there was like a suspicious reply from Lovette, like it didn't seem natural. So she was worried?
A
Why?
suspicious reply?
Yeah,
I look at Lovette.
She said she messaged Lovette and told her that you guys need to hurry and that things are getting really bad.
Really?
Busted.
Yeah, really? That's what Siva does. She worries about her country.
Either way, we're going as fast as we can.
Okay. But you guys are okay.
We're fine.
It wasn't like a code that you guys were in trouble.
No, we are fine.
Oh.
We're just going as fast as we can.
Oh. Okay.
Brother, can you get everything ready on the other cart so we can get headed out?
Of course.
We only hear Vera's side of the conversation, right?
Correct.
Correct.
Okay.
So, remember when we kind of talked about that whole religion thing?
Yes, I already did set some things up.
Oh.
Unfortunately, it is in the holy city, but
Oh.
well, there's a statue that I had my brothers and sisters set up.
Okay, this might sound like a dick move, but do I look good? Like, how do I look?
I mean, you look like you, but with kind of like the wing thing, so it looks a bit more like divine-ish, you know?
Aww. That's so sweet. You're such a good friend. Thank you, Vera.
I did what I could. I'm sorry I can't do more at the moment, but obviously, world dying.
Yeah. Okay. If it ever gets like either emotionally bad or something bad, you can like call on me with your heart. Oh, it sounds so lame.
That does. I don't really know what that means.
I don't know how to explain it. You can talk to me too. You just gotta really like focus on talking to Soul.
If I can, I'll try.
Okay.
Are you doing okay?
Yeah. I'm doing
okay?
great.
What's going on over there?
I'm talking to Soul.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Soul. I point to my head.
Who's,
if that helps.
who's Soul?
Yes.
Soliana Polyhymnia.
Oh,
Was he
Soul.
okay?
Am I in trouble? You're using my full name.
Kurla was asking who you were, so I said the whole name.
Kurla.
Half-Orc, Oracle, cursed by that which hungers.
The spider demon?
Yes.
You're talking
that
about
one.
me?
Oh.
I look at Kurla judgingly. No, the other one.
There's another one? Slight
my God.
smirk from Kurla.
Listen, I'd love to talk more, Soul.
I miss you. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll talk to you later. Just please stay safe, okay?
We will. Is
I
there
love
something
you.
else you want to say, Lovette?
That's always so
I should
high.
probably go though.
And so
so
like
I'm not
things are going
bothering
great over here.
Lovette says hi, and then it's just gone after.
you. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, brother. I didn't ask if you wanted to say anything.
I'm outside.
Oh, that's right. I told you to get stuff ready. I'll have to apologize later.
Womp.
Womp,
Womp, womp, womp.
Way it goes.
Well, that was fun. Is that what it looks like? For me. Is that what it looks like sometimes?
Will you talk to Soul too? Does everybody talk to Soul except me?
I
meant,
thought it
like,
was me and Petravian who
gods.
could speak with Soul. I thought that was
Oh.
our spell then.
What? Yeah, I knew Petravian did, and then the Vera, and then you do it.
Oh, SOL versus SOU. If you said Soliana, it would make it a lot easier.
She did.
Your accents are all. Yeah, I know that Vera did. That helped. Thank you for clearing that up.
But also, why didn't you just tell us that Siva said things were bad?
Wait, Saber said things were
What
bad?
Yeah, what's the difference is it gonna make? Oh yeah, now we should go fast. Now we should be in the alley because we were really taking our time before, right?
Because nothing bad has happened to us as a party because you've withheld information from us.
Oh shit!
What was that?
Alright, well, now you know.
Did I say that
Oh,
out loud?
did it get cold out here?
Yeah.
Was that to Vera or was that to?
I think that was to Lovette.
That was to Lovette.
Okay.
You know what? No, I stand by that. Thinking about
There
it.
wasn't anything specific that for me to even tell you.
I mean, it would have
Things are
gotten us
bad.
moving faster.
Yeah, right.
There's a slight difference
Would we-
between conveying that things are fine and things are bad.
We should assume things are bad. I can't.
It's hard to assume things are bad when you say they're fine.
Well, no, it's not. You've been there. You've seen it. Things are bad. You don't need me to tell you. If you need me to tell you, then yeah, let's do our fucking jobs.
I'd like you to
Well, that's
tell
gonna
the
go back to her
truth
room.
and, you know, say that things are bad if they're bad and not say they're fine.
Door
Oh,
slams.
for fuck's sake.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Fucking child.
Alright. So... Oh. What I miss?
Hello, Petravian. Welcome back.
Oh, Soul says hi. I don't like to roll a bluff.
Amazing. I hope you suck at this.
Hey, whoa, shit, son, that's 17.
It turns out I have to curse you in order for you to roll decently.
I'm already cursed.
Yeah, but it does the opposite effect, you see.
I guess that would be a sense motive on my end.
It would.
Unless you just want to believe it. I mean,
Well,
it's up to
Petravian,
you.
yeah, probably. Petravian would have no reason to believe that Vera would be lying to them.
That's true. This is the only lie Vera has made in this campaign.
Ever.
Practically.
Yeah.
Vera doesn't lie, really.
It's true. Vera doesn't lie very often.
I don't tell things, but I don't lie.
Yeah, with
Proof.
choosing not to tell everything. But usually the words that come out are right.
While you were out there, Petravian, did you find your card?
I thought you had it.
Oh, gods, we came out of a Zen state and you're all bastards.
Listen, everybody,
You're right.
can we get started? Can we start moving?
Yeah, of course.
What's the plan? Are we...
Well, it's nighttime now, but we could try to move through the night taking turns. Like, some people can sleep in the carriages, and, like, we can rotate out people who are driving.
That sounds good to me.
Okay. I'm gonna grab the cube. I'm gonna grab that.
Uh-oh.
And
Uh-oh.
I actually do read the sign on the door, and then I go inside, and I just put the cube. I just take the cube. I just take it. I don't even knock on it. Grem's not here. He can't tell me anything.
We'll find out what happens later.
We'll find out later. Well. Okay. So I'm guessing, like, rotation-wise, for like 8 hours each. Vera, Petravian, you can switch off, and Kurla and me can switch off. Yes.
You alright with me guiding your horse, or? I suppose I haven't done it before, haven't I?
Yeah, they're just reins. It's not like you're
Alright.
actually touching him.
Alright, then, yeah, if you're comfy with that, I'm happy to.
Also, Grem, could you please describe what happens inside the cube? Because Risen just took it.
Yeah, I grabbed the cube and just took it. Because I was gonna put down Vardo Vargon.
I mean, I imagine that she can adjust to it eventually. Just doesn't expect it. Like
You
she's
really should put a
just-
gyroscope in here.
yeah, she can set it. I figure to be like a gyroscope because she can control the gravity. It's just not normally set that way because people aren't usually moving it.
It's like being on a ship. You must get used to it after a while when it's sort of swaying from side to side. You just got to get your cube legs.
Like everything falls over at first, and then eventually, like the ground does like even out, but it wobbles a little bit whenever you move.
All right. Well then, Jiro will have you as the on-off lookout then, because you should make sure to also get rest. So, of the parties that are taking turns driving, Kurla, I'm gonna go first, so you are welcome to sleep. Obviously, I have keep watch, so I don't need sleep.
If I sleep in here, is it gonna kick me out again, or are you gonna? We all gonna step out and you're
it's
gonna
gonna
take
be-
down the spell?
It'll be my actual bed that you will sleep in.
Hey, you alright with that?
I mean,
I can.
the couch is really fucking tiny in here. Otherwise, it's not like sleep width. So
All right. No, it's all good. I'll sleep above the covers. That's all.
okay,
Right. Thank you. I appreciate it.
of course.
I hope you washed the sheets recently.
Quick question, Riz. So, I'd like to communicate with Eden, but I can't put my hands in the soil here because everybody seems a bit testy about that.
Why did you need to put your hands in the soil?
Because, well, that's what you taught me.
Well, I thought you had to plant a seed as like one form of communication, but also that like, you know, birds touching a tree, touching grass even. You don't have to like
Touch grass.
you don't actually have to like
Go outside and touch some grass.
you don't actually have to like go into the dirt all the time. Like if you really need the physical part to contact her, because like I don't think everyone needs that, because sometimes, you know, just feeling a nice warm breeze, pretty great communication on her end.
Okay.
Why? Did you do that recently?
No, I haven't been going into the soil recently just because, well, again, I got. Oh, yeah.
Just straight up lie.
I told you I communicated with the, what do you call it, with the gardener. I didn't exactly tell you how.
Yeah. And you're a lying son of a bitch. Continue. This is Keni. Fuck you. Continue.
Sorry.
Okay, well, if you haven't done it, that's good.
I mean, yeah, no, that's.
I mean, you technically did, like, plant some seeds when we first got here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everybody was really unhappy with me with that. And
I mean, I wasn't. To be fair,
well, yeah, but
thought
I
I was
know
pretty
why you're
supportive,
not.
brother.
Thank you. But I mean, for me myself, I think it's this very kind of visceral thing for me, and I really liked that. So, do you happen to have a pot of soil that I could use?
No. Usually,
Rats.
dirt is everywhere. You know.
Yeah, but
that's
it's all
the
under
great
the
thing
grass
about
here.
Dirt. Although somebody recently was like, dirt sucks, you know? So, I don't know why you're so interested in dirt now.
All right, I'm gonna move the other wagon.
Thank you, Vera.
And
Can
Vera's
everyone
gonna-
get out so I can pop this down?
All right, and I
Sure,
go to the
heads
other
outside.
cart. I never know what to call it.
What?
So,
It's always cart, wagon,
Carriage. The many terms of
They're-
whatever used to be.
It's all the same thing.
The wheel box.
Yeah.
Kurla's gonna quietly, just privately as an aside to Riz say, so if it goes back to normal, none of my pillows are gonna be in there, right? Because there is one that I quite like that really does help
They're
me
all
sleep. There.
magic, you know, right?
Alright, I'll just do the best I can then. There is
Okay.
just one that's really, really good for, you know, it's good for hugging.
The
or
amazing
putting
thing
under
about
my-
magic is, like, it's usually unnaturally comfy, right?
That makes sense now that I think about it. It's all good.
Magic.
Yeah. I'll just stop sleep.
Try your best to get some sleep in. We'll just kind of, I'll wake you up in, I don't know, I guess you can just get up. I don't need to sleep, so.
I shouldn't need more than... Beardy, how much do I need for full night's rest? 8 hours? 6 hours?
Well, I mean, 8 is the standard rest period, but I mean, you don't have to be asleep that whole time. So, I mean,
Okay.
yeah, like you can function on 6, but yeah, the idea is that like also taking into account like, you know, hygiene and also like your prayer rituals. That's usually what accounts for the full 8.
Gotcha.
Anyways,
Yeah, even in D&D, no one gets an 8 hours sleep.
yeah, no, it's impossible. Yeah, so if you all want to head back to Chonglai, it is a 6-day journey,
Oh.
going on a grueling pace.
Oh, question.
Yeah.
When I had sensed the ley lines going, like when I was over by Inville, didn't I notice that there was multiple.
In
Was it?
Kintao?
Yeah, there was more than one lithogate, wasn't there?
You thought there could have been more than one, yeah.
Could I try and see if I can sense it, like going onto the grass and stuff, and see if I can feel anything?
Like, just from anywhere?
Yeah.
You could try. It's going to be real tough.
It's probably not going to
You
work.
can typically only locate those from a ley line. But you're welcome to give it a shot. So,
Would
if you want to
support them
make a
with
level
that?
check,
It's a
what,
druid thing.
what is the?
Oh, it's a druid thing. Okay.
What's the
it's
check?
just a d20 plus your level.
All right, got it.
Hashtag just druid things.
Yeah, I was thinking that if connection to Eden might be able to help.
Nope, that's a 27.
Perfectly average roll.
Yeah.
It's a great roll for
Pretty
Kyle.
good for me.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I
that's
mean,
really
honestly,
good
yeah.
for you.
But yeah, sadly, you're not able to feel any particular connection, or at least sense any of the ley lines here, really.
And I didn't. I couldn't figure out what they were last time.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're not sure, like, exactly, like, there's probably one further to the south and maybe one to your east somewhere, but it's difficult to say where.
I guess we could talk to those cultists again
Why?
to see if they know where a ley line is.
Are you trying to find if there's one closer, or
Correct.
Because the emperor asked us to see him before we left.
Correct.
Yeah.
I can teleport to the one in the city.
Oh, okay, I understand. I thought you were just like, I don't want to talk to him. Let's get out of here. I thought that was the vibe, and I was like, damn, Vera, you're really antisocial today.
I could probably do that. I'm pretty sure it just can't go through the wall with mine.
I mean, if we want to talk to the weird cultist, sure.
Oh,
Well, I
sure.
meant I can teleport us to Chonglai.
But then we can't.
The horses,
the horses
and
and
the
stuff.
bardo and the carriage. That's the whole point of using the druid circle, so we can go faster to another place. And then
Fine,
we'll
just trying to be
teleport.
helpful.
Then
Just
we'll
trying to be helpful.
teleport.
So I assume we're already on our way. So I'm like, right, Lovette's in. Riz, do you have? Can you get Lovette and I like do a shaking motion with my hand? Can you get Lovette?
I read the sign, so I'm just gonna tap.
I'll just hop out. Like the door opens up. I'll walk out, sit down next to you. Yes, what is it, listen? Thank you.
Oh, God. Wait, no, I'm
Oh,
asleep.
you're
Never
awake?
mind.
Oh, okay.
No, sorry, I'm asleep.
Lovette, can you by any chance teleport to those like weird cultists and see if there's a lithogate near here?
Those weird cultists.
The ones
I
in the
don't-
silver outfits that we met today?
That was this morning, yeah.
This morning? This morning. You are still with us.
I was with you?
Yes.
What I wasn't though.
But your character
Grem
was.
wasn't. Yeah, well, I don't know what we're
Okay,
talking about
so
though.
so these are
The weird cultist we met at the end of like 2 sessions ago that was like, God powers, Riz.
Oh, okay.
and they worship Anvil.
Okay.
Yeah, I suppose so. It seemed like we could have just talked to them before we left.
Well, I didn't think about it then.
Chill. Is it just you and I going, or is it someone?
I mean,
someone else
I'm still on the
going?
horse, so I guess Petravian, and I'll go with Lovette.
Yeah, Petravian will take care of the carriage. Alright, see you guys soon. I've got. Do you want me to hold on to the cube, or do you want to.
I take the cube,
Oh,
put it in my pocket.
Thank you.
alright. Be safe, you two. Those people are fuckheads.
All right. So we
Why?
go off.
All right. Let's. So I'm gonna teleport over there. Wow.
No.
That sure is a
no.
roll.
Oh no.
Back to the Telek house you go.
I think I'm okay.
91. When you've been
Viewed-
there once.
Viewed once is the only time that would be bad. I don't know if seen casually and viewed once, like where been there once falls in between there.
You did paint. You did paint it.
Yeah.
That's true. You did
So,
paint it.
so
That
where
is
are you?
true.
Where are you trying
would-
to teleport to exactly?
I think that, well, I'd be trying to teleport towards to like just the outskirts of town so that I don't accidentally end up in a building.
Okay. Well, because you literally spent like an hour today drawing the area in a sketchbook,
Mm-hmm.
you actually are familiar with the area. Not
Okay,
very familiar,
cool.
but I will give you a studied carefully
Cool.
because you
cool.
sat there and made a really well drawn image of it that you can actually consult to help you with the role, but you
Yeah.
don't need to.
So we jump into the painting.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
That
So
was
now
the
you have to
Halloween
fight some.
special.
Yeah. So you pop into a little portal there, and you appear back in Shagonar.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba.
And I'm looking around to see if anyone immediately comes to arrest us. Not because we have not done that since being here.
And we're good.
No, we're
You
good.
look around and you see. Did you teleport into the town proper, or
No.
just to the outskirts?
Just the outskirts.
Okay. So from out here, you can see not much because it's dark. There's some light. There's light sources in the town, mostly cook fires and campfires, torches, some lanterns here and there. But it's a pretty well sparsed out place to live. Like there's very few permanent buildings here. It's mostly tents and like big campfires. And lots of horses.
All right, I think their tents were over here. It was a tent, or was it a building?
Yeah, it was a pavilion tent.
So I'd like to make my way over to that area.
Yeah.
Careful,
All right.
careful, Vera. They might have assassins or something. When I tried to cast spells in Prota, they went after my ass, so keep your eyes out.
I mean, I could probably just tear their arms off.
I don't know that would be a solution to our problems.
Vera looks up, thinks for a second. I'm pretty sure that would solve it really fast.
I really hope there's no assassins even well now.
Okay, so we go over to the Anvil Pavilion.
Yeah. All right. So you head over to the area where you spoke with those forgers before, and you find the same tent is still there. Yeah, the flap is closed.
I open it.
Oh.
Okay.
It's very easy.
Yeah.
I'm knocking on one flap and you just grab the other.
You just grab the flap and just flip it. Okay. So inside you see at this point it's dark enough out. There's probably a few people awake still that are just maybe having probably a quiet conversation. A bunch of other people have already gone to sleep on a series of bedrolls near the back of the pavilion tent, and the ones that are still awake are just sort of sitting on the ground, and they look over at the person who just opened the tent flap, and one of them whispers up to you, "Can we help you?"
Yes, you actually can. Hopefully. Is there any lithogates in this area or around this area that you know of?
What's a lithogate?
Are there any druids in this town?
I don't think so.
I look at Lovette.
They're like
Just shrug.
nature wizards, right?
Are you fucking kidding me? And I close the drape.
Yeah, that's like. Oh. Well, I don't know what you are expecting. That sounds about right. Better luck next time, I guess.
Don't chastise me, Lovette.
I wasn't. Sally. Okay.
Beardy, were the
Yes?
3 people who were conversing quietly, were they drinking anything?
Were they drinking anything?
It's the middle
Yes.
of the night.
No, it's pretty late at night
Damn
at this
it.
point for them.
I was just hoping to canonize the horse milk vodka. I don't know if that came up before, and I was really hoping to see it.
Oh no, foragers are probably not going to do that.
Damn!
They're too
Sorry,
pretty for
Can we
that.
not? What the
They're-
fuck is that?
They're all about like super clean living.
Anyways, let's keep
Alas.
going.
What? You based it on, on Mongolian culture, and
Yeah,
they've got
but that's
horse
Yeah,
milk
but-
vodka.
Please.
Alright.
Horse milk.
Um,
Can you get us back, Lovette?
Yeah. Before you quick. Okay. Wait. Was I really screwing up? I wasn't trying to underplay what Siva said, like to mess with anyone. Is that how it came off? Do people think I'm like trying to deceive them?
Well, I mean, was there a reason not to tell us what she said?
Because people would have freaked out and kind of got panicky and not changed how they do things. I don't know.
I mean,
I wasn't doing it. It wasn't a calculated decision. I panicked.
I knew it was that people were nervous and that, but I didn't know that it was getting super, super serious over there.
What are we gonna do something differently now that we know?
Well, yeah, we're gonna move as fast as we can, but
Were we
obviously
not
this
doing
plan
that?
failed, and I point at the pavilion. Absolutely useless.
Yes, the foragers are absolutely useless.
Alright.
Can you put down like the disc thing?
Chink. Yes,
I'll-
let's go.
Just stand on it.
Alright, Petravian. I spy with my little eye something
Oh, no.
grayish green.
Grace
So-
green.
Lovette, as you are beginning to use your portal device, as you're beginning to use that ability, a figure is going to walk out of the darkness nearby and approach you and Vera. They're wearing a hooded cloak.
Is this before is it too late since I cast the spell, or are we
I'll
able to
hold that over later.
Okay,
but you're,
alright,
you're
okay.
about to exit, and someone appears out of the darkness.
It's the assassins!
I take a
Keep
little
your arms to
sting.
yourselves! For your own safety, keep your
don't-
arms to your sides.
But I don't activate it.
Well played!
The figure raises a hand and says, I mean you no harm. I simply felt the spell you cast on the way in here, and I was trying to catch you before you, well, it looks like you were about to make your exit.
It sounds like I was not too far off. What did we break a law by doing that?
Probably. There are too many
Okay.
laws here.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we all had broke a few of them. I'm not too worried about it, frankly.
The figure nods. Good. I was curious as to what you were doing here, if it was, well, if it was something that was according to the plans of the authorities here or not.
I don't know if we would be allowed to say it if it was.
I suppose I'm curious if you are free-thinking people or if you are pawns of those who are already in power.
We don't fear people in power. So then I
That
think
was
about dragons
perfect
and I
way
get
to
really
bait
sad.
Vera.
It's a bit of a subjective question, but I suppose we're not representative enough of a government, if that's what you mean.
That's true. You got fucked over by taxes.
Yeah, these taxes are fucking bullcrap.
I suppose I should ask if you... Well, what do you think of this place? Of Kintao?
Oh, it's highly organized. It's very interesting. It's beautiful.
I make a noise at the beautiful part.
What? You kidding me? Look at this. Look at these drawings. I cannot believe this.
You realize that those drawings are something you made. It's not like Kintao's.
I mean, I just captured the beauty of the place here.
Are there any like trees or anything? This is a desert.
No.
It's a steppe. This is actually like the
I don't see
space
any
between a
stairs.
steppe and... What?
Sorry. I made a stupid fucking joke.
Hun damage.
That's a good thing I missed it then.
I said I don't see any stairs, but there is
Oh,
actually
God.
stairs up the... But no, is anything like super grossly organized? Is the sand organized?
It's not sandy.
No.
What the fuck is
that's
a step?
The step is like a
Plateau.
What the fuck is a plateau? Is it grassy?
I
What
don't
is
know
it?
It's
Pla-
lots of dry grass,
Yeah.
lots of rocky, like dry dirt.
What the fuck is dry dirt?
Thank you.
Lots of mountains.
What the fuck is a... Never mind.
Yeah.
All right.
Did you
So
see?
it's-
Did you see the trees, Lovette?
Yeah?
There was
What's
no
it-
natural beauty to it at all.
Says it's trees? How are you going to define natural beauty if trees don't qualify, Vera?
Not that.
These trees are wrong.
They are.
They're just
They're all-
trees. That's how they
They're
come.
too symmetrical. Trees should be...
Branches are.
Yeah, trees should be free and irrational. These things are mirrored symmetrically. They're terrible.
There's no personality to it all. It's all... Everyone just seems to be the same tool. Like, they need more individuality.
You know that trees are not trying to get a personality, right?
I'm talking about the people in that case.
That's a bit... That's... Wait, excuse... I just turned to the cloak figure. Really sorry about the people here have great personality. I can't speak spells just like this all the time.
I stand by what I said.
You normally do. I mean, I don't know. I think the symmetrical trees are neat. I think that maybe we'd have a lot more trees in this Steam Isle if they could make them symmetrical.
Weird.
I'm not sure why the symmetrical nature of a tree would prevent it from being burned in some gnomish forge.
It's not really. I mean, they just, yeah. They just really like the mouth of it there.
Probably just make it
Anyway.
easier to cut down and burn. Look, I suppose I should just come out and say it. I'm hoping that you all can help me. This place
Oh, we're
is...
kind of easy.
No. Alright.
Is
The
is
cloaked
this,
figure turns and begins to walk away.
is another one of those seeds?
Well, no, but you haven't used it yet, so I wasn't sure if you were going to.
Wait, yeah. Wait, have you been following us?
Does this look like the same individual?
The same rough body shape and size, yeah. Their cloak is pulled over their face.
What will happen
Come
if
on,
this
Phil.
is planted?
I mean, it should counteract some of the order that's been laid over everything else here. Make things a little bit more natural.
Are you like a druid or something? Is nature upset that everything's all orderly? I mean, the animals.
I mean,
Everyone is content.
does nature have a will?
I mean, yeah, animals have a will.
Yes, but I mean, nature as a whole. Does it have wants and needs and desires? Does nature give a shit?
Well, I mean, no, so why does it matter if it's one way or another?
Exactly. It's what the people here think. And, well, I think it's too ordered.
Well, I mean, the people here seem to be doing pretty well.
Yeah, but I don't think they don't really know better, so...
I mean, they don't have... We were just not only a couple of months ago talking to people who own slaves, and I think that I know better, and they're doing better here than that.
Yeah, that shit's terrible. Slavery is probably the worst thing in the world.
I don't know if you really want to quantify him like that, but well, thanks for your time. We should probably get going, Vera, right?
I just want to know if what's the point? Yes, it's unnatural, but won't changing the balance here harm these people?
I mean, it could, but living their lives in these little boxes is that not doing more harm to them?
Well, potentially.
There may as well just be automatons if it keeps going like this.
As long as it's automatons.
Individuality?
Yeah, they don't really think or feel or do anything.
I
They
bet
just
they fell.
live out their little lives and don't ever do anything or act out or speak outside of anything already laid out before them. It takes away any kind of soul or individuality to any of these people, and it's sad is what it is.
I mean, I'm not really sure we have the time for me to get into a discussion of the nature of causality with a stranger, but they don't have a whole lot less choice than the rest of us. We're still part of nature. It's just a microsystem within a macro system.
Mm-hmm. And I think that system is being perverted by interesting and strange magic.
I don't know if it can be perverted. Kind of like implicit into its functioning.
Does
But
this
I
look
don't-
natural to you?
I mean, it
Figure
exists.
points at the grass in perfect lines.
If it exists, then it's natural. It was natural for the people who made it this way to do that.
I think we understand that word differently.
Which is why I said they do not have time for the nature of causality.
The figure shrugs and will turn back toward the darkness and start to walk away.
Well, that was fucking weird.
Has he been following us this whole time?
He must be very fast.
I'd like to activate my Eye of the Protector.
Mm-hmm.
Do I see anything magical on him?
I mean, probably there's some multiple auras of different magic items and things, yeah.
Everything is magical.
No, I'm just like,
No.
he's not just like some fucking peanut farmer. Like, he's got some stuff on him, yeah.
Like a magical peanut.
I mean, I'd assume, seeing as how
At
he's
least.
carrying around a chaos seed or previously. So
Yeah.
this thing on it, I start kicking the.
Let's blow this
Disc.
popsicle stand. All right.
Let's light this candle.
I said grayish green, Petravian. Grayish green. That is a rock. And the brown one.
Am I colorblind?
I don't know. I mean, you do only have like one eye after all. Wait, does your
yeah,
other eye see in color or not? The weird, like, insect one.
Do you
Well,
see?
hold on, here.
It's like, of course it does.
Do you see a
Yellow's color.
kaleidoscope?
How many of me can you see? You can't see me. I'm the cart behind you, but it's fine. We will talk about it
looks like
later.
Yelling this.
Yeah, we're just yelling at each other. I gotta pass the time somehow.
And the spell finishes, and the two of you reappear at the Bardo.
Well-
well, that was weird.
And useless and pointless.
Hello, fellow mortals.
Yeah. Yes, about that. I wanted to talk to you about that as well, Lisa. Later, I think, when we've got some time.
Oh, alright. Well, it's late, so you're welcome to sleep if you want. Kurla's sleeping in the Vardo right now, so we're just kind of switching off turns so that we can get to Zhonglai as fast as possible.
Is the Vardo able to move with the spell going?
No. I mean, it
Okay.
could, technically, but it doesn't have it going.
Okay,
It's just
okay.
my actual home.
Yes, I wasn't sure if Kurla was in the real Vardo or
The
the
real
Vardo on
one,
Vardo.
yeah.
Okay.
Kurla is quite small. They're curled up. They're a curled up.
So, I mean, you're welcome to sleep in your cube, or you can... You're probably the right size for the couch in there, so if you want to sleep in there on the couch, more power to you.
Maybe this is the right moment if we are going to be moving. all
We
night.
are moving all night. We are... That was the whole point of, like, Vera being like, oh, shit's dangerous. We're just, like, going. And we're just taking turns with sleep.
Plop a seat down to see what Dexter is. Look over to see if the other... and the Vardo's in front, I assume?
No.
And back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Petravian's
I'll
leading.
Look over to the cart to see if we're out of earshot, more or less.
You'll see Vera motion to Petravian that she's going inside the carriage.
Sleep
Okay.
well.
So, I've got a question for you, Lisa. I think you might be the person for it. You seem like the most knowledgeable on this sort of topic.
Alright.
I've been speaking with Voska, and I'm getting a little confused. So, what makes someone a god?
I mean, they existed first? So, like,
So new ones
there was
can't get
Eden.
made?
Rizen's jaw kind of sets for a moment. I don't think we should talk about this.
If we don't talk about it, then I'm going to make an uninformed decision. I think that's probably more dangerous.
There can be catastrophic events if someone who is not naturally a god becomes a god.
Like what? Kind of catastrophic event.
So, you know how Marcus, the destroyer, the betrayer, whatever we're fucking calling him, that bitch. You know how he's back, right?
Yeah.
Well, the chain of events that had to happen for him to come back was a god was reborn, yes? Primal deity nonetheless, but a balance that used to exist got unbalanced?
Sure.
I don't know. I just feel like, it's like a chain of events. Bad shit just kind of happens.
And
Now,
you
we're
don't
not
think-
going to tell Vera this. Alright? Like, ever. Like, ever.
Ever, please,
There's no point in making her feel bad about this.
Yeah, I really envy your optimism in this situation to think that that's never coming up. But,
Oh my god.
I just...
but you don't think that But Marifla in your eyes isn't really God.
I mean,
Or is it?
no, not
Why
really.
not? What's the distinction?
Well, they're like a concept. They're like a thing that was given
Like a
power.
definition,
They didn't like create people, though, or even like create the universe kind of thing. They didn't create.
Can she create people? Do we know if she can't?
I think they only have like dominion over things, if I understand how they work. I mean, most of them are dead on other worlds. This place has so many.
So, like, she meets one half of the criteria of being immortal, but doesn't meet the criteria because she cannot make life.
I don't think it's also just make life, because, there's also, like, the Pantheon, like, Eden has her children and grandchildren, yes? Like, they're all related.
Right? So if another god were to, like, sponsor Malevola, then they could cause her to ascend?
It'd be a weird decision.
Mellifera
But
brought
it's
to you
possible.
by.
Well, my gut says no, but Beardy, do you mind peering into my brain hole and interjecting the information into me?
I mean, this whole thing sounds like heresy to you.
Yeah, okay.
Like, this whole thing sounds like Lovette is just taking a
Crazy.
shit right in the middle of your belief system.
Yeah. That's no.
No? But I don't.
Absolutely
What defines it then? What I don't. How does it work?
The gods are just the gods, Lovette.
No,
That is how it is, and that is how it always has been.
Okay, I'm not trying. I didn't want to upset you. I'm sorry.
Why are you questioning them?
I'm not questioning. With my perspective, you're the one questioning them.
No. What?
Yes, because I'm okay. I'm not trying to question them. You understand? But Voska has been. I think he has plans for my machine, and they're. I don't know what they mean. They're big plans, and I'm kind of just confused.
Can you clue me in on what's? Is this a private matter? Am I not allowed to know?
Well, it wasn't a private matter, but I'm a little scared to clue you in now. You're not hit the table or the chair thing anymore, if I tell you.
I promise not to hit anything.
Okay. Well,
That doesn't keep you away from disintegration spells.
yeah.
I was gonna say that wasn't a
don't-
promise not to hit
I don't
anyone.
have any more for the day, so Lovette's technically fine.
Yeah, well, she's still gonna scoot just a little bit over, just a little bit away.
But you look at that, it's tomorrow.
Well, I mean, I don't know. From my understanding, a god definition in it would be somebody an entity that is immortal and can make new things, like a new species.
But they're also all related to Eden.
Can they like adopt?
What about rescues?
Lovette, I am the closest thing to adoption at this point. I am
I'm
not a
trying
god.
to take your spot. Look, I don't want to. I don't want what you got. You can have it. I don't have a problem with it. It's just your thing, not mine. But like, I'm not trying to take your spot. But like, he calls them his grandchildren.
I mean, the gods have kind of an obscure way of looking at things.
So
This
it
does not
wouldn't
make
me-
another person a god.
It wouldn't make me a god.
I doubt it.
Oh, phew. Oh,
Phew!
it's a relief.
Yes! What a relief.
I don't know if I was being unclear, but that's not what I want.
Oh.
So then we'd have to draw Lovette's face on Reese's Vardo.
Thank goodness, because like the last time you were talking about it where you're like, I'm gonna be a god, like it was really freaking me out, and I was like, I don't know if I need to kill you.
It's freaking me out. He keeps telling me like,
You're not going to be god. you're not going to be a god.
How do you know this?
I know things. That is my
It's-
job.
I'm sorry, listen, I don't really, vibe checks are not enough for me. I need to know,
You're
I
not.
need
Wait.
definition.
What exactly does this device do? Can you show me? Can you explain this to me? I'm sorry.
It gives souls, it creates souls
From what?
from ambient extraplanar energy.
Frogs?
So,
What?
Ambient sounds like
Sorry.
amphibious. Sorry.
Ah.
A
I heard
Zephyr moment
ambient and,
came
like-
out. My bad.
The ambient walrus is like, oh, okay.
I like the ambient walruses.
So, Shade are an elemental. Yes? They come from another plane of existence.
Sure.
So you can comprise a living creature. So you take a little bit of necrotic essence from Zebius, you take a little bit of fire and water and air, and you take and some celestial and
So he has told you that the battery is elements?
it's the existence. It's everything.
So a
Just a little
person.
bit of it. Yes. Making new people. and
Just broken.
Brain hurt.
and it apparently doesn't stop at Archivard.
So, how are you going to get this battery?
Pull out my obsession log.
Alright, so we start with X over here.
Why are we looking at the next? That is a letter.
What? No, it's a whole equation. Look here. I'm going to give you the whole equation through montage because Glenn isn't as smart as I am.
Is there
So-
in any way for me to understand what the fuck is happening?
Take psychic
All right,
damage.
Riz, make an intelligence check.
That I can do. God, my brain hurt. Kenny brain hurt. 21. Oh,
Okay, Riz. This you kind of grasp what Lovette's talking about.
Okay.
Apparently, the device is supposed to be pulling in ambient energy and turning it into souls somehow, and then that can be used to create life, like new life.
Okay.
And it's basically like the idea of this thing. Yeah.
So it won't just help Archie, it will also create other things. That's fascinating.
Yes. But I don't know. That seems like not in mortal territory. Except then he told me that if I want this thing to work, then I've got to make some adjustments to myself, and then I might not be. I might live for a lot longer.
Can I see the blueprints? Like, how it looks? You had blueprints before, yes? Oh no. Discord.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Everything going okay?
Did I lose y'all?
I don't know. I think
No,
Discord
you're
just had a crapshoot. Everyone
Yeah,
good?
Yeah, I think it was just
It
Discord.
glitched
Jones
a little
having
for me
really-
as well.
Cool,
Yep.
cool, cool.
We're
Anyway.
back. Continue.
Can I look at the blueprints? I understand that you have an equation here. These are letters and numbers. The words part are a little easier. But can I see the pictures?
If somebody got taken care of the Valdo, it's in the cube.
I mean, I'm driving. Can you take it out?
Grab.
The space for.
I-
Give me a moment.
Okay.
Go get it. Come out with these very large, oversized blueprints.
Yeah,
Roll them out
huge.
as best I can.
Why are they so big?
There's a lot to work on. It's a big project.
Cletus, I need you to follow the other cart. I still got your reins right here, but you got this. Okay. Alright. So when I
I
look
hope
at
I
this
don't fall asleep driving.
when I look at this picture, what does it look like? Well, the schematics, I guess. Like, fuck, I'm
Yeah.
not a science dude.
Is that for me or for Beardy?
That's for Beardy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you see a pretty weird looking device. It's kind of a weird blueprint that is mostly technical specs and things. So most of it's completely written in a language you have no familiarity with,
Me?
No mish.
which is pretty weird, right, Riz?
Huh.
Yeah, your languages are always, you're familiar with basically every kind of language. This is all math. This is terrible.
Math is a terrible language.
Yeah, this is all math. So you kind of hate this, but yeah, you're not exactly sure what it's supposed to be, but it looks wildly complicated. What are you asking specifically? Like,
I just
what
wanted
it
to look at
looks
the
like?
picture. Yeah, the picture part. Fuck the math.
Well, the picture part is kind of a breakdown of like how it functions, not how it looks.
Oh, okay.
It's a picture book with steps.
I hate this.
Yeah, it's awful.
I just imagine in Riz's mind expecting it to be like Lego instructions.
Yeah, definitely.
It has like the picture of the ghost coming out.
Look, this is the person that's like carves a fucking horse as their gift every time for Voska.
Also, of course it is. The thing that you do, I guess you're able to tell, is that in the very middle of it, there's like this weird cylinder. That was what Voska had just added earlier that day.
Is this the battery?
That is where I go.
You are the battery?
The whole thing is a battery.
But it
But
takes it from you?
No, I direct it. It takes it from everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't like drain out my soul. No, it would just drain out other stuff and make a soul. I would just have to be there to tell it to do that, because otherwise it would just make like.
But then you're
a
just like
blob of soul.
stuck in these forever?
Yeah, that's what he said.
So you're pretty much dead.
Well, he said that they would change my perspective on existing.
Which Lovette already thinks existing sucks. So if anything, this could be an
Yeah,
improvement.
so I mean, just lateral movement there.
Real talk though.
Well,
He's like, you be careful, you might die, and he's like, really?
You promise?
Shit.
so this is pretty much what you will do after we solve the world is dying part, huh?
That would be the line for me, yeah. I mean, I would maybe. I was actually also wondering if I would be able to come with you for a while, because if I'm making a whole new people, there might be a better world for them. I don't know if they would be tolerated here.
Risen looks embarrassed for a second. I mean, I could try.
Is that okay? I mean,
Well, it's not like I know how I do it.
you go to other worlds?
It
That just happens?
yeah.
Wow. Well, okay, I'll take that into consideration.
Can you really be called a traveler if you do it by accident?
I mean, like, I probably knew how I did it in the past, the me who used to have that memory, but the one I just killed, it's fine.
Just kill. What?
Oh, yeah, when we went up on the mountain to find, like, our state of zen or whatever, we had to kill
Yeah,
ourselves.
what happened up
it's fine.
there? You had to kill yourself? Wait, what?
in our minds, we had to kill like our past or some shit like that. I don't really get it. Mine was an asshole.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
No?
Obviously.
It went well for you? I mean...
I mean,
I
they
don't
were
know,
a
it sounds
jerk,
like-
and I feel like probably the problem, so...
You feel better for them being gone, just like straight up? No? Yeah?
I don't
mean,
know. You know,
Do you want to talk about
this
it?
could be a terrible mistake. I have no idea. But I feel like I was supposed to. I don't know.
Do you want to talk about it?
I mean, I don't exactly know what's to talk about.
Okay.
I mean, they pushed me off a cliff, so I feel like killing them was the best answer.
Oh,
Logical response.
I'm glad you're okay.
Me too. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, maybe I should have, I don't know.
Like, I don't know, like, exactly how I got to Zen by killing myself. That part I am very confused on, but, oh well.
I guess, I don't know, I kind of really... Sorry, that came out weird. I've not been having a great time here, listen.
When you say here, give me a general, like, sitting next to me, the
Kintao,
Varda, Kintao. Okay, that definitely helps me figure out how to talk about these. Okay, what is wrong?
Oh, I didn't think anyone was going to ask. I don't know, it's just like, so this is all wrong and not the way it was supposed to happen. And I just kind of have to deal with it.
What do you mean this isn't how this was supposed to happen? We actually got here pretty easily.
Yeah, that's true. And everything has been going safely. Do you ever feel like you're betraying somebody else by having something good for yourself?
Maybe? I don't think
Sorry,
so.
I mean-
I'm a very devout person, and I also look at things from multiple perspectives, I guess, so... I feel bad when I feel bad, but if it is an unnecessary time to feel bad, then throw it out and get good, son.
That's what I've been telling myself. And I'm trying. And I mean, I guess, I don't know if anyone, it doesn't seem like it's showing through that I'm doing not great, so I guess it's good, but...
Do you want people to not know that you're not doing great with...
I mean, I can't imagine that would help with our mission for everyone to be worried about that.
But...
And if they're not worried, I kind of don't want to know about that.
So you haven't been having a good time in Kintao, but what is wrong?
Well, a long time ago, I made a promise. One of many promises I made to Myra. She was very into world history and cultures, you see, and was very interested in the Kintao. And I promised her that I would help her be the first person to cross that wall, since there is a wall. It doesn't feel right now that I'm here without her.
I'm going to ask you a question without the intent of being... I'm trying not to be insensitive, but it is a curiosity question I'm about to ask.
Okay.
Would bringing the Moira you made have solved this?
I don't know. I thought that was largely why I made her. I thought that was going to happen. I was going to bring her And at the time, when we were crossing the wall, I told myself that we are already pushing it. If we try to bring more people across, we would just be pushing our luck, and that it's not the real Moira anyway. But I don't know, it feels like I should have done more.
I don't think I have to tell you this, but sometimes good people die. Sometimes good things don't happen. And it is an unfortunate existence for mortals. You and I, all of us. And it seems as though you hold a lot of it on your shoulders. At least...
I thought I was over it, but I guess not.
Does one ever fully get over something they have lost?
I was hoping maybe I could. And the fact that this place is beautiful and unusual and everything that we were thinking it would be in more.
It is very interesting.
I think it is beautiful here. And I certainly understand that the organization of everything is off-putting perhaps to some, but it's familiar in a way, and well, I don't know. It doesn't feel right for me to be living our dream.
Would you rather it just stop? You just don't do things? Or would you rather do things in her memory and do the actions that she would have liked in a way because you carry that love in your heart for her? Is that not a way carrying her with you to see these things?
I tried both ways. What doesn't feel wrong? I try to ignore it, and I try to embrace it. And I made these drawings.
They're very lovely.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Because I thought that's what she would have wanted to do, or what wanted to happen, but I don't know.
It still doesn't feel right.
No. It just makes me know that I've lost Mal.
People say that time is the thing that heals a broken heart, yes? It's nothing else,
sure
no
say
words. What?
They sure say that.
I am of the belief that nothing truly heals. I believe it scars over. And those scars will stay with you for the rest of your life. And it hurts. And I feel as though time makes it more numb. But it's still there and it will still come back in aches and pains. And people just live with those. But I hope knowing that those scars on your heart exist in the first place means that she lived. That she was important, that she did make a difference in some way to someone. For what it's worth. It doesn't ease it, but I do. I do, Lovette. It will still probably hurt, but she's there with you. Perhaps not in exactly the spiritual sense, which I know very blasphemous of me to say, but
I appreciate your honesty. That means a lot more to me than I think you might know.
The only time I lie to you right now is when I trick you with my cards.
I know.
I'm pretty sure you all know by now. But
All right.
you will be okay.
So the two of you, ride after having that pretty decent heart-to-heart on into the night, and we're going to take a short break.
Hello, checkers and pleasers, we are back.
We are.
Yay!
Welcome back, everybody. All right, so where we left last, the group was on caravan heading south back toward Chonglai, and Lovette and Riz just had a lovely little heart-to-heart. Well,
With
after
scars.
that, true, comparing emotional traumas and things like that. So after that is done,
Check out my baggage, damn.
is there anything else that night that anyone has any pressing issue to do?
Yeah. Petravian's going to take Riz's suggestion, and as they're driving along, he's going to take in the night sky. He's going to take in the wind. He's going to take in nature and try to center himself and try to reach out to Eden and try to make a connection with them.
Okay.
Basically, he wants to tell them all that he's learned and all the really cool things about Malefar that he's experienced, and would love them to get a little bit, hey, let's hang out, I want you to meet them kind of deal.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. So let me make sure I understand this.
Mhm,
So you want to commune with Eden
About Malefar.
about Malefar
Yeah. Thank them. Well,
and telling them how good Malefar is.
yes. Like
Okay.
how
I mean,
nice they are.
I mean,
Like, just-
he is the bridge, so.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
The bridge, more like the party, dude. Am I right? Yo, Big E.
All right. So you do that. Eden doesn't say anything back to you. If you were
Yeah.
expecting a
No,
verbal
no.
response,
This was
you
just
get nothing.
no. This was just a
You get attacked by a swarm of bees.
Dear God, I really like Malefara.
Basically, I mean, he's trying to. I mean, yeah, basically.
All right.
Boilerplate that shit down. Yeah, criminy.
Dear Jesus, have you heard about Thor? He's pretty cool. We're friends now.
Yeah, I like Thor a lot, Jesus.
You should meet him someday.
You should meet him. You guys should be friends too.
Okay. All right. Well, that is a thing that you do. There's not really, like I said, there's not really any answer or anything like that.
No.
So is there anything else you needed to do that night?
That particular night, I'd like to try to reach out to Malefar as well.
Okay.
Try and concentrate using, well, I don't have Life's Charge with me, so he would look down to his arm and I guess try to reach out with that, if possible.
Okay. Well, you reach out with your faith, and you try to speak with Malefara. Reach out and touch faith, everybody.
Good evening, brother.
Good evening, sister. How are you tonight?
I'm well. Does something trouble you?
No, not at all. I just wanted to ask. What would make it your connection? I want you to have a better connection with Eden. This whole, well, I guess it is troubling me. My role as the bridge. I guess I want to try to bring you and Eden more into a better connection, and I want to get your, I guess, impression on the Edenites and what I can do to help.
It is difficult. So many of my siblings died at the hands of Edenites. It is not an easy thing to forget the past like that.
Well, yeah. Vera, I guess I can only point to Vera. They seem to have found a way.
It is true. I owe much to Vera. She is very dear to me.
Oh.
And to me.
Me too.
And my axe.
Whereas Chisel is dear to Petravian.
And to most people.
Well, I hope that everything I guess that I've been trying to do has, I guess, softened your opinion on us. On the Edenites.
I accept you, brother. You want to do good in the world, and you have understood and carried our message. I trust you. Does not mean I trust every Edenite.
Well, I'll just have to work to build that trust.
And perhaps when this crisis has passed, we'll be able to focus on this issue.
That would make me very happy.
I'm glad to hear it. Good luck in your quest.
Thank you, sister.
Her voice fades from your mind.
You hear a loud expletive come from the carriage.
Shit.
Vera?
And I open up the door on there. Lovette!
She's in her box. I think. Wait, no, you're here.
I don't think they can hear you.
Sorry, that was like an instinct response.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate you covering for me. Hey, what's up?
Message the Druid.
The
Is there a lithogate here so we can get to the city?
With Kurla?
How did I not? Gods damn it!
You
No,
mean you?
the one that we saw in the town.
I don't know who that guy was.
Did you eat the same thing that Kurla did in Prota?
You saw him. Isn't that all you need?
He had like a hood on and stuff. I barely got it.
No, just think of him in the hood. God damn it. Why are you laughing?
No reason. There is no reason here.
I mean,
Yes, there is. You're right there. Sorry.
I mean, when I think of anything in the
I
hood,
mean,
I
I
normally
can-
think of you.
I can give it a shot, but I don't know if he's going to get it, but I'll try.
I don't remember what sending actually requires, but I'll cast it, and we'll find out.
That's a good question. Let's see.
It doesn't require anything if you believe hard enough.
No, that's religion.
You guys be familiar with the creature.
Familiar.
That's all it says.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
You know they
You
exist.
didn't meet him.
I'll cast it, and we'll see if he gets it. All right. I opened up a word counter, but I think I'm just gonna have to count this by hand. Before I cast,
What am I saying? I got 25 words.
Ask him if he knows if there's a lithogate nearby.
Alright, that seems enough. Hello, this is Lovette from earlier. The Falano. Vera. That is there a lithogate nearby? Sorry and thank you.
I think that's 25 words.
Okay. You hear back pretty quickly. You hear their voice fill your head.
Oh, hey, where?
All of the litho gates are closed down. They don't work. There isn't one near here anyway.
He said no.
And that everything was fine.
Yeah.
Young ladies.
I can't believe I woke up for this.
Good night, Vera. Go back to sleep.
attack.
Dream about bees. Buzz, buzz, buzz.
Like, of course. What else
Yeah,
do people dream about?
Counting
Electric
bees
bees.
is like definitely the thing.
100%.
There's
a lot of them, though.
One day be like, Lovette, does Archie dream of electric bees?
You mean sheep, right?
No, who counts bees or sheep? That's stupid.
Yeah.
There's not that many of them. It's
Yeah.
bees. There's-
You'd be done in like an hour.
That's so stupid. Why are you even asking? God, Lovette.
Think before you talk.
Oh. Sad memory unlocked.
I struck some trauma.
Nice.
Yeah, you did.
Oh boy.
Well,
that was.
It happens. We can unpack that later.
We found the trauma.
We can unpack that and later. And checkpoint.
So, so we're heading south to Chonglai, kind of rotating between people every 8 or so hours.
Right. So you're making double shifts on travel. So it's only going to take a couple of days. Well, 6. But anyway, so is there anything else that evening?
Not for me.
Particular evening?
Alrighty,
Me.
then I'm going to zoom on ahead. So that was the 14th. On the 15th, you guys continue traveling. Is there anything that you have in mind for that day that you'd like to do? Out of the ordinary.
Petravian based, not out of the ordinary, but Petravian's gonna ask, hey Lovette, how would I get a message to, I need to get a message to someone, but I mean, I can't do what you guys do.
His letters.
Is there a way for you, would you be able to contact someone for me? Maybe they can contact me back?
Yeah.
So,
This is the first thing we talk about in the morning, huh?
look,
It's never
Well,
like,
I mean,
hey,
I've been
Lovette,
driving
how
all night, yeah.
how
yeah,
are you-
don't you want to go to bed or something? You're not
Well,
exhausted?
this is how I wind down. Yeah, I'm exhausted, but this is how I wind
Making other
down.
people do spells when they're about to go to bed. Okay.
Yeah, that sounds pretty relaxing. I bet that would be a good way to wind down. Anyway, what do you need?
I mean, we could wait till tomorrow. It's not urgent. Just want to get a message.
I've got the juice today.
Who do you want to contact, Petravian? Spit it out already.
I want to get
If it's Chisel,
contact.
though, I swear I'll take the guts.
No, it is not
Alright.
Chisel.
Okay, because you can do that yourself.
Yeah, I know, but I want to get a message to the Edenite, the Edenite Council, and I just.
Oh boy.
Who is that? Corona?
Well, not Corona per se.
Not
but
Corona.
Not
Then
Corona.
who?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't work. That's not how
Oh, it
it
doesn't work
works.
that way.
No, I need a
I
person.
think Lovette needs to know the person, yeah, like...
Oh, okay.
I can't just send
Rats.
messages to nebulous ideas of people. Trust me, I've
Shit.
tried.
Okay. Oh well, back to drawing board. Thank you, Lovette.
Okay, you sure it's Corona's not going to cut it? I mean, isn't he like the big head honcho? What is he not gonna be able to have that you need?
Well, I want to set up a potential meeting with the Edenites and the Maleferans, and I just want to get the communications open again.
Is this related to the Deadland stuff?
No, but we're just
See,
driving
we are
right now.
We're a bit of a. Well, that's good. A meeting is gonna take some time. Alright, I mean.
Yes, I know, but that's why you get it set up now. You gotta get that ball rolling, you know? Meetings take time.
You gotta book the venue in year in advance.
Wait,
Gotta
if
get
it's
a
somebody
banquet.
outside of the world, I would actually rather wait. I don't know that I'm allowed to do so. I don't know if I'm allowed to message anyone, but I think they're going to get more upset if I try to contact people outside the world.
Ooh, good point. Good
But
point.
I
Never mind then.
Keep it on tab.
Thank you.
What the fuck just happened?
Nice, that's all the time. What's the least thing you talk about?
Well, Lovette, you are welcome to sleep in the Vardo. Carlo's obviously allowed to just kind of hang out in there. I have my spell that can keep me going on and on and on.
Kurla
So-
will pop their head out of the back of the Varda and be like, well, I'm quite decently rested. If you do want to get some kip or just do something else, I can take a shift. I don't mind.
Alright. You can sleep in the bed then, Lovette. You'd have so much space.
Quite comfy. Smells a bit weird, but it's quite comfy.
Valdo?
Smells weird?
I get to go into real Valdo?
Yes. If
Oh my gosh.
that's okay with you.
I've been waiting for this moment.
Don't break anything, please.
I
And don't make it weird.
Too late. All right, flies in.
Weird.
So, Lovette, you
Spread out on the couch.
yeah, it's a lot smaller than you thought. Like it's very cramped and quaint.
It's almost gnome size. This is perfect.
Well,
Very
Kurla
nice.
will take the reins when they are handed the reins and just look down at the horse and sort of shudder slightly, but
Riz is gonna like stand up on the seat and then crawl up on the roof and just sit up there and see if Jiro was sleeping or not.
you all right up there? You're not gonna.
Jiro is waiting. It's like he's just sitting up there, like looking around. So you go up there and you sit with him.
Chiro's a ninja. He doesn't sleep. He waits.
Yeah, no, it's fine up here, Kurla. I've done many a stargazing nights before up here when I was alone.
Fair enough. Speaking of which, do you know what happened? What moon phase are we in? It was a bit cloudy last night. I didn't see it, so.
It is a waxing gibbous currently.
Just tell us what shape it is.
This is a waxing gibbous.
It's a smiley face. Not a super smiley face, but like
It's on its way to go to a full moon, but I don't know which size the gibbous is. Is it a cat nail or?
yeah, like
Look,
that.
it's God's
like that.
thumbnail.
It's more than a core. It's more than half.
Yep.
Okay.
It's Pac-Man.
Yeah,
It's a
like
smiley
that.
face.
It-
How many
Kurt,
days
it's
approximately?
bigger than a half. Full moon is not for 6 more days.
Okay.
7
So,
more days. Sorry.
Like the instant we get to the city?
Ooh.
yeah, 6
or-
yeah. I mean, let's see. This is 2, 3, 4.
Or if we're on
5.
day 2?
No.
then it would
You'll get to the city on the 19th. The full moon's the 21st.
be... That might work. Okay, cool. Thank you. All right, horse. You work with me, I'll work with you, and we'll not pay any attention to the fact that you're like the eye of an angry god or a rip in the fabric of reality.
Not the gods. That's not how it works.
The horse looks up
Oh, God.
and turns ahead slightly,
Oh, fuck,
so
he's
it
looking
has
at me.
one eye looking back at you.
Oh, God. Look, if I give you a carrot or a sugar cube or something, you promise not to, like, obliterate me, right? Because I've been obliterated by myself already in the past 24 hours, so I don't really want to do that again.
It is fascinating to watch you talk to yourself. Riz is just perched on the roof looking down at Kurla.
I'm not talking to myself, I'm talking to your horse.
The horrifying rip in reality's name is Cletus.
I'm talking
Yeah.
to Cletus. The slack-jawed yokel.
I don't know what those last few words were. Please be
Let's
nice
strike
to him.
those
He deserves
From the record.
being treated well.
I have got nothing against him. I am absolutely fucking terrified of him, so that's why I'm hanging on for dear life here. But he seems to be behaving himself, and rains apparently work on I have an angry god, so we're fine. It's all fine. Everything's fine. It's all
Again,
fine.
not
Everything's
the god.
fine. I didn't say god. I said I have an angry god.
That makes no sense. But you got this, Cletus.
Yeah, I had nothing else.
Riz is gonna cuddle on the roof with Jiro while we're just traveling.
Yeah. And Jira's just chilling out up there. And the two of you can sit and converse for a while. Does anyone have anything else that you have to do on the 15th?
Nope, I think I'm good.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty much good until Chunglai for my stuff, at least.
Cool. All right. In that case, what?
At some point in the journey, when it's just me driving and Jiro on the roof, if such a point occurs, since I know that Jiro and Riz like to cuddle, I would like a word with Jiro, but it's okay if not.
Okay. All right. So we'll go ahead and pass the 15th and move on to the 16th of November. On the 16th, I will call out that it is a special occasion. Though you may not know why, and that's fine.
Oh, okay.
And,
Do you not even?
What?
I mean, Vera would know
Oh.
why, but
Yeah.
I mean, no
Grem
one
knows why. I don't know if Lovette knows.
but no one else
I
knows.
don't think
knows
anyone
that one.
knows.
I don't think.
Vera,
I'm pretty sure Vera
knows-
doesn't share that information.
I would think that if anyone would be Petra, and I don't think Petra
Yeah.
does.
I mean, I don't
Petra.
think Vera gives a shit about her
Yeah.
birthday, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then later on in this during the 16th, there is a moment where Jiro and Kurla are the only two people on the top, like on outside of the Vardo.
Jiro, do you and since Kurla is holding the reins, they're not going to be bothering practicing the signing. They're just going to speak out loud and do their best to like have one eye on the horse and the other on Jiro.
Mhm.
Jiro, do you mind if I ask you something? And I'm not asking from a place of judgment. I'll just preface it that way.
Jiro climbs down off the roof of the Vardo and sits down next to you and signs, "I don't mind."
How many people have you killed?
Jiro blinks. and then signs. Why do you want to know that?
It's complicated to explain, but I'm trying to reevaluate my stance on death.
How many slices of bread have you eaten in your lifetime?
Yeah, my brain was like, for the wiki. That's
Not
fine.
not as many as Xeno, that's for sure. He's eaten all the bread.
Like I said, I'm not coming at this from a place of judgment, and if you don't want to answer, that's fine. I'm just, as I say, reevaluating some things in my personal philosophy. That the time that we spent on Mount Tianshan, did I say that right? I'm not even sure. But the time that we spent up there meditating, I kind of destroyed myself, or an earlier version of me destroyed myself, and that kind of gave me some clarity, and it's complicated, but death and life and all of that's just in my head right now, and I save lives, and you take lives, and we both have different perspectives, and I'm trying to get your perspective on that. How you see the balance between the two. I'm blathering, I apologize.
He'll sign. I don't see my work as simply taking lives. I'm trying to defend my home. I don't see it as killing, exactly. And to answer your question, I don't remember. I don't keep track.
I didn't mean to imply that you were carving notches on your belt for each one or anything like that. I know that you're an honourable kind. My whole mission is to keep people alive, and I am wondering whether that's because I have respect for the natural balance between life and death, or whether I am just terrified because I've killed one person and I can't stand the thought of anyone else dying because I didn't act to save them, or because I took their life.
He'll respond, is the balance of life and death that none should ever die?
See, that's the thing. No, it's not at all the balance of life and death, and you've been trying to help me get a sense of balance, and that's maybe a little bit of what I found on the mountain, but I'm not in balance with that, and I feel like if I'm to be a more effective healer, I need to be more in line, and God knows I've given Lovette no end of shite about what they get up to not being in line with life and death and the natural balance of things. And I do have some insight into that, but I can't deal with the idea of any of you dying or anyone dying because of me. And I don't know how to split that difference. I don't know how to find that balance where I accept that some people are gonna die, whether or not I can. I don't know.
Well, perhaps the two of us working together can keep that balance.
I just don't want to lose anyone else, that's all. I don't want anyone else to die because of me, because of something I don't do or something that I do. But at the same time, I take a step back and think, am I being too cavalier? I'm getting more and more powerful. Death is becoming something that I can undo. That's not something that I should be toying with as much as I have been willing to. I mean, I've been offering it around to other members of the party. Oh, you got someone that you care about that died. That's fine. Do you want me to bring them back? That's not respecting the natural balance of things, is it?
Jira thinks on that for a moment and then will respond. Is the balance of life and death your concern?
When the powers that were forced on me, I felt like I had a choice. There are things that I can do that I'm not sure that you've seen, that they hinge very much on the darker side of things, that the parts that draw on death and destruction. And I had to hold my desire to indulge in that side of myself at bay, otherwise I could have gone that direction and dedicated my life to destroying things and killing things. And instead I chose to try and preserve life, and that's where the bulk of my power lies. So I've always been at the crux between the two. I've always had to try and strike a balance. I just don't think that I've struck the right balance. And my attitude towards death as well is very different when it's a matter of considering my death versus everyone else's.
Jiro will respond with, well, I've seen you command quite a bit of magic, quite a bit of powerful healing. So I suppose my best advice for you is, don't let us die.
I will do my best. I promise you that, but there is a difference between my doing my best to keep you all alive and me stating over and over as I have that no one is dying on my watch. That I'm beginning to see that there's an arrogance to that latter, that it doesn't sit well with me as it did before we went up the mountain.
Well, I feel in very short order we're going to run up against something that needs dying. So we'll put that one in the ground and put the rest of this behind us.
I've killed one person in my life. I don't know that I can kill another living creature, and I guess I'm lucky that Marcus is not really alive anymore.
I feel if any killing is justified, it's putting that monster away for good. So perhaps that will do something to soothe your mind.
I hope so, because that moment of clarity, that moment of balance that we did find up at the top of the mountain, I want that back. And I feel like I have to work through some of this crap in order to get back there. It's thrown it into such sharp relief that it's stuff I need to think about, making me reevaluate a lot of things. Anyway, I appreciate you listening to me babbling. If there's anything you want to get off your chest, by all means, I like to think I'm a decent listener.
Jiro will nod and just ride quietly beside you.
Yep, Kurla will continue holding the reins of the Eye of the Angry God.
So, all right. Anything else on the 16th? Alrighty.
Actually, yes. Vera will, probably during one of the switches. Brother, do you have any wood on you?
Let me check. I should.
Is it happening?
I don't think I do.
I'll have to wait then. Right. Then nothing.
My apologies.
All right. So the 16th will pass, and on the 17th, I'm going to need. Well, I'd like a perception check from Mr. Petravian.
Oh. Okay. Do. There we go. That's the right button. Hey. Not bad.
Excellent.
That is a 27.
27. All right. You wake up on the 17th, and you feel something pulling at you. You feel something spiritually pulling at you from nearby.
Okay. I follow it.
All right. You pop out of the wagon, and you see a stand of trees just off the road. And you get the sense that something is over there.
Oh. Okay. 1 second. And Petravian follows this feeling.
Okay.
Vera will stop the cart then.
You go only a few hundred feet off the path before you arrive at this small stand of trees. And as everything else is around here, everything is in perfect little rows and circles and harmony and all that. All the nature's very strange. And as you're standing there, like, at this stand of trees, you get the sense that something is here, and the ground begins to move and lurch in front of you. And bursting forth from the ground is a tree. Blue. A tree grows out of the ground, twisting and moving as it sort of spirals out and branches off. And as it finally finishes growing, it's going to split open almost all the way up the trunk on the side facing you. It splits open and the bark peels back. And in the center, in the core of this tree, is a gleaming hammer.
Yeah!
Nice.
It's mostly close to what I guessed.
I reach out and grab it.
All right.
Pulls you in.
Oh, fuck, no, that's nightmare shit. No.
Like, at that point, these little vines reach out and grab your wrists. And, like, wrap around your neck and start choking you and pulling you in. And the bark wraps back around you. And, yeah.
And I can't scream because it's got...
No. That was for Kenny's benefit.
Yeah.
But yeah, what actually happens is you reach in, you grab the shaft of this hammer, and you pick it out of the tree, and it sort of hums with power in your hand. This is your old hammer, or your newer hammer that you left for enchantment. Your new old hammer,
The
old
one you
new hammer.
didn't steal from Reduvi.
Yeah, the Reduvi's hammer, basically. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, you have this back, and it appears to be enchanted with new and fun abilities. So that's nice.
Takes it and...
Did we see this tree come out of fucking nowhere?
Yeah, you did.
Okay. I just wanted to know if we saw it.
But what you also see is something else. So Petravian, I'd like you to make another perception check, please.
Oh. Come on, dice. 19.
Okay. That's something. That's a roll. So what happens? So what happens is, as you hold this hammer, like I said, you can feel this energy humming in it. This powerful life energy. Eden's magic is in this thing,
Mm-hmm.
and you have this. It almost makes your skin itch. It's so much power coming off of it that it kind of like it just sort of invigorates you holding it. It's really pretty wild having this thing. Like,
I hate the idea that power is itchy.
well, it's yeah, it just kind of like it gives you goose flesh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh,
Goose flesh.
They used to be called goose
Goose
pimples.
flesh.
Okay, it's not that.
I didn't
awful.
call it goose pimples.
Yeah, but
Flesh.
goosebumps.
That's copyrighted by Arnold
Copyright
Stein.
infringement. Ah.
Goose flesh sounds like a fucking spell you get in this game.
I wouldn't be surprised if that was a spell in this game.
Right?
Starts like that.
Sadly, there are no spells that contain the word goose. Well, we
And the
got
game
We're
is
gonna
the poorer
make
for
'em.
that
Hey,
law.
We gotta make
we gotta
'em.
fix that. We're gonna fix
My
that.
next character is gonna have a spell called Ghost to Goose.
My next card is going to be a goose.
Nice.
Vetoed.
It used to be a ghost.
Just vetoed. 100% vetoed.
Oh.
I mean,
So-
it's like a stone to flesh, flesh to stone thing. So there's got to be an opposite spell. You gotta have
Goose to
goose,
ghost?
and goose to ghost.
Well, that's just if you kill the goose, then it's
Yeah.
a Goose to Ghost.
This is table talk. This is table talk. Anyways, what the fuck is happening to Petravian?
Petravian feels like full of power and itchy. But yeah, go ahead.
Mm.
There you
So
are,
he's
Petravian.
taking his hammer, just like spinning it and like in place. Ooh. I guess it worked. Starts walking back to the group and
He's absolutely crazy. He's crazy.
Yeah. If you're done swinging your hammer around in public and playing in the wood and all that, we actually got a world to save, so...
The rest of you, I'd like perception checks, please.
Yay!
Excellent.
Those of you who are
That's the thing.
awake at this point of the day.
If Petravian's up, then that means that's my
Oh.
shift.
That was a gross fucking.
Oh, I got a nat 1, 27.
That is a 32 from Kurla. I'm assuming Kurla is awake.
Oh, is that a nat
Dirty
20?
20.
Did you get a nat 20?
Nat 20!
Nice.
Hey!
Nice.
Well, then Vera, not only do you see this first, but you spot it immediately, and that is that Petravian walked over to this stand of trees. Right, a tree bursts out of the ground, splits open, and he grabs this hammer out of it. And as soon as he grabs this hammer and pulls it out of the tree, something weird happens to him.
Petravian explodes.
Not quite.
Again.
But suddenly, like this green stuff starts to grow out of him in places. Like this kind of bushy green stuff.
What?
And he doesn't seem to notice it. But yeah, he walks back over, and yeah, he's got hair, on his head, and it's grass.
And only Vera notices this?
Are you telling me that?
Vera notices it immediately.
Oh, okay.
Vera sees this whole thing happen.
Are you telling me Petra has a chia head?
Yeah, I'm telling you, Petra has a chia head. Yeah.
It's a little late for you in life, but yes, this is perfectly natural. You do start growing hair in unusual places. And it's nothing to be ashamed of. I've got this video for you to watch. It's very educational.
What did you
Very
do?
informative. What?
What? You just got out the out, walked
Yeah.
over, a tree happened, and now you got hell.
Oh, that reminds me. He walks back over there and grabs a piece of wood off the ground from the splintering of the tree.
I don't know if I want
right
your
here.
cursed fucking wood.
What the fuck is going on?
What?
Oh my god.
I mean, my wood's not that cursed, is it?
What the fuck is on your head?
Did I take the thing that
Um,
Kurla ate in Prota?
Crystals?
Other side.
It wasn't really crystal, no, it was more of a,
Give yourself one of
black
these, big
tar
guy.
type thing.
I patronizingly mimic touching my
Ooh.
head.
Oh. Oh.
What a
You
weird.
reach up and you feel yeah, it's weird because it feels like it's part of you, right? Like,
Huh.
you
Oh.
pull one out, or if you do, it hurts.
That's
Oh, wow.
new. Okay.
And now if someone tells you to touch grass, it's...
Super easy.
Hey.
It's real easy, yeah.
Beardy, question?
Yeah.
Does he now have, finally, a beard?
No.
I definitely imagine him with like full on, like when we said the Chia Pet thing, definitely imagining a fro now, like a Bob Ross fro.
Yes.
I was thinking Guy
Except
Fieri, but I don't know.
I was thinking Bob Ross fro, but it's like cut in half because of the crystals.
Oh no,
Oh,
it's terrible.
It's growing out of the crystal side as well.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Were they happy little trees?
He appears to be a happy little tree now, yeah.
What happened?
And Vera's going to get off of the cart and
I got my
activate the
hammer
Eye
back.
of the Protector for detect magic.
Sure,
magic.
yeah.
And
So you detect the weapon he's holding is very magical, in fact.
Is that what you're
No.
detecting
No,
magic?
I am detecting the hair, and I'm detecting the wood that he brought back.
Okay. The wood is non-magical,
Ouch.
Oh.
and the hair is non-magical.
See, here, I got wood for you.
But you can't just act like this is nothing. Like, what?
Let's put this all in perspective. Really? Is this really the weirdest shit that's happened to me?
It's unprompted. It's not
Yeah,
that it's
perspective.
the weirdest thing. Yes, perspective. From a perspective, from the subjective standpoint of, we were just traveling. Nothing is going on.
Mm-hmm.
There was no impetus.
Rez,
Nope.
if
You
you're
just-
tripping, I'm tripping too, just so you know.
Alright.
Well, I
just-
will say that I did try. I reached out and talked.
What
tried
made you
to
know there was
communicate
going to
with-
be a tray there?
I felt it.
What?
So a couple nights ago, I reached out to Eden. I obviously didn't hear anything back, but I talked about.
No, you got something back. It's
I
not
guess
quite
so.
as hell.
I guess so.
That's a
But no, I
pretty-
talked
that's a
about
pretty
Mellifera. I
goddamn
talked about how all the things been going on. I mean, they probably know anyway, but still, really talking up Mellifera.
And she gave you an ML?
Well, this is my hammer. She did something to it.
Yeah, I'm going to now detect magic on the hammer and see. I'm going to try
Yeah,
to
I'll
figure out if
spellcraft it.
it's cursed.
Sure. Yeah. It is certainly magical. You determine that immediately. But yeah, Skrewy, do you want to go over the effects on the spell or on the
Yes. So the two things that that have been done to it are it's now a returning hammer.
You finally
And-
did it. You finally did it.
Yeah. And thrown. So I will pull those up. I was all into this, and didn't pull that up.
Think of all that money that you spent on Skrewy just so he could do this to his weapon.
Good. I'm proud of him.
Yep.
Molnir, eat your heart out.
It's too big to
Hey.
be Molnir. It has way too long of a stem.
Stem.
Yeah, the handle.
Stormbreaker, eat
It's
your
a
heart out.
Stem.
Ah, yes, the stem of the weapon.
It's a giant meat cleaver.
I can throw it 10 feet.
Is that it?
Basically
10
well,
feet?
no, my apologies. I'll have to.
It's like,
Sorry,
holy
no.
shit.
It essentially
Eden
increases my.
fucking
I can.
scammed you, my guy.
No,
He's
hold
like,
on.
you know what else can? You know what else? Other kind
Hold
of
on.
hammer I can throw 10 feet?
All.
Yes.
Literally any hammer.
And then I go and pick
No.
it up.
So if I understand it, please correct me, Beardy. Basically, I can attack at a 10-foot radius now, basically, versus my normal 5-foot.
Oh,
Correct?
you're saying it has reach. Is what you're
Yeah,
saying.
basically, with the thrown aspect to it.
Well, I mean, I'm not quite sure I understand what you're saying.
Okay.
How
so,
does this hammer function?
Here, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this.
So
There you go.
Okay, so you're saying it has the throwing special
Yes.
quality. All right.
Yes. The throwing and the returning.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay, so what you mean to say is that it has a range increment of 10.
Okay, that's okay.
Yeah, you're fine.
So you can only throw it 10 feet?
No.
Without
So-
penalties.
The way range increments work is every increment out is a -2.
Right. So 10 without penalties.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
So if he throws it 20 feet, then it's a -2. If he throws it 30 feet, it's -4.
So, I mean, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good thing on that. So, it is
And
now
then-
a throwing. So it's technically if you want to give the item its base functional name, it is a +3 returning throwing holy warhammer.
I'm gonna count the number of times you throw this thing.
Bet.
Just because I'm curious. Lovette's got. If you explain this whole thing, Lovette's got an awkward look on her face, just like, oh, okay.
They
So-
also can cast heal once a day. But yeah,
Yes.
Lovette, did Eden just curse Melly's gift?
No, it's just I mean,
Well, that is definitely Mellifera's hammer you have that just got
Oh,
blessed
yeah.
by Eden.
I
Is this-
assume that it's like you didn't have to like pay for this or anything, right?
I mean, I gave a donation to the.
Do you think that's related? I mean, well, it's nice. It's great.
I mean, is this just a paint job, or does it like do something different that it didn't do before, aside from pop out of the ground in weird places?
Does it look any different? Like visually? Like besides the magic part?
does it look any different? It perhaps has the handle's kind of like natural looking and kind of twisted like wood, right?
Mhm.
Now it has some like leaf sprouts coming off of it
Hmm.
that
I love
will turn like they'll sprout off and be green, and then as the day goes on turn orange and red and then fall off, and then will sprout the next morning green. So it
Nice.
literally just
I like that.
goes through an entire like annual cycle of a tree every day.
So is it just more
That's
hippie tree
cool.
hugger, or does it do something else now?
Well, let me try
Vaporize a
something.
tree with it.
Let me try something.
Please tell. No,
I'm
no,
gonna-
you're not hitting Lovette with it again. No.
No, I'm
Lovette.
not gonna hit Lovette with it. I'm gonna actually aim for the tree that's split in half.
Okay. Go ahead and make a. Well, let's see if I actually have this. I'll need to build the specific attack for the ranged
Okay.
on
Yeah.
there, but just go ahead and make a ranged attack on your character sheet.
Okay. There's combat.
It's under
that's
combat.
It's under combat,
Maybe.
just ranged to the top.
Up the top and ranged.
Yep.
Bam. Okay.
Alrighty. So, Petravian, you whirl this thing up and you throw it, and it flies from your hand in just an incredible arc, hits this tree, and blasts it into pieces. The hammer will then return to you. And did you have a specific style in which you wanted it to do that? Was there something in mind for its return?
I believe that once the attack basically was done, it was going to burst into flowers
Okay.
and then return back.
Okay. So it once it hits the target, it turns into flower petals and then reappears in your hand. And an instant, just right there in your hand.
So you
Oh
don't-
shit!
Right, I admit that's pretty damn cool. But yeah.
I mean, that was pretty cool, huh?
Are we
Yeah,
just forgetting about the grass growing on his head?
Are the people dying still? Why did we stop?
Yeah, we should probably get going again, but in terms of the grass growing, he's got a point. That's not the weirdest thing that's happened to him recently.
You don't think you could catch it if you like?
Plus, it covers up that horrible amber.
Hey.
Wow.
This is a nice color. I like it.
Honestly,
Wink.
I feel like...
winked. I winked. That
Oh.
means I'm joking.
Oh.
Well, I
I'm trying
thought
to
something
indicate
was
that
in
that's
your
Sorry.
eye. I also wasn't looking at you.
What if it burrows into his brain?
It can only be an improvement.
Oh,
Yikes.
Kurla, you
Shit, that-
need a timeout.
Are you sorry the bitchiness is like in overdrive ever since we went up the mountain? I don't know
You
why.
need a nap. Go to bed.
He's holding his hammer like.
Petravian, I'm
Dude.
sorry. I'll be in the Vardo. Kella will hang their head in shame and go inside the Vardo.
I like to grab a couple blades and yank them.
Oh,
Oh yeah, that definitely is painful.
Vera, come on, that hurt.
So like you.
Does
It's
anyone
tender.
have like sense life or whatever? Like a spell like that?
Oops.
No. Okay.
Kurla might, but you've sent them to their room.
It's true.
So you wanna?
Well, I was just
Zero.
wondering if Petravian was actually, actually alive after the incident in Prota.
Huh.
You could have like tied the chain to your wrist into the ammo. You could like a 20-foot chain.
I mean,
Like a Wiimote?
Like we haven't gotten into a fight yet, so I guess it doesn't matter. But like, I didn't realize you were unarmed this entire time.
no, I have my other one.
The weak one?
It was my dad's hammer, but yes.
Oh, I'm just intrigued by Eden's version, so at least.
Well, I like it. It's a nice gift.
Wonderful. Let's get back on the road.
Yeah.
So as the group heads back to the cart, Jiro will walk up to Petravian and sign, "I thought it was cool."
Oh,
But Petravian doesn't understand.
I can't
sign
understand
language.
That's right.
Aw, damn.
Or at least this version, this region's
just
sign
looking-
language.
Olive
Pressure's
branch
just
that
like,
I
you
couldn't
two, Jiro, lay off.
I'll try to. I'm gonna perception to see sense
You
motive.
can make
How
it
about sense motive?
linguistics.
Would be the skill.
Linguistics.
Linguistics.
Okay. Linguistics. 7.
You
I
think
get
he's
that. I
trying
get
to
that. There.
insult
It's a
you.
nice. It's something nice. How about
Do
that?
you?
No.
Do you?
No.
Not with
Wow.
a 7. You misunderstand. You think he's trying to insult you.
Et
God damn
tu, Jiro.
All right. Well, anyway, so after that horrible misunderstanding, the group gets back onto the wagons and continues on the road.
And also put
Anyone
some-
have anything? What's that?
I do put the tree pieces into the
Oh,
cart.
yeah, that's fine. All right. So for the rest of the 17th, 18th, and 19th, anything you guys want to do?
Yes, there is
What's that?
something. I will, because I'll be taking 1 or 2 days, depending on how many castings it takes. I'd like to make a quarterstaff out of this tree using wood
Oh,
shape.
sure, yeah. Okay, yeah, that'd be like
Nice.
1 or 2.
one cast of that, I believe.
How
that's
tall
a
is
permanent
a-
change, right?
Yes. How tall is a quarterstaff? Is it more than
Quarterstaff's
5?
usually 6 feet.
Yeah, so it'll take 2 days probably. Because I think I can only wood shape things into 5 feet, so it'll have to be 2 consecutive ones.
I mean, unless I'm misunderstanding the spell here, you could do way more than that.
Oh really? Oh, maybe
Yeah.
maybe it upgrades per.
So it says it is form an existing piece of wood into any shape that suits your purpose. You can make crude things.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it's like any piece of wood no larger than 10 cubic feet plus 1 cubic foot per level.
Oh, okay.
Oh, geez,
so
yeah, you got that.
Yeah.
Make a whole
so we're
bloody
talking-
boat with that.
Cool.
You can make a lot of stuff out of that. Yeah, as long as you have enough wood material. Because you're talking about having, 27 cubic feet of wood?
Oh, shit.
And it's like a tree. So yeah, you could easily, you can make a bunch of stuff from one casting of that.
Okay.
And yeah, a quarterstaff is a very crude shape, so yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Done.
So I'll turn into like, how big is this thing? Can I make like 3 or 2 of these?
Oh yeah, you can make a bunch of quarterstaffs.
Like 3.
As many as you need.
Like a whole
I'll
dollar
say it this
staff.
way: you have wood shape and you're a high-level druid. If you want a quarterstaff, just put it in your character sheet. You can have as many as you want. Like they're effectively free for your character.
Nice.
Okay.
You
Make
are a
it grow
free
out of the
source
ground.
of quarterstaffs.
Awesome. So yeah, so I make those, and then while I am driving the cart, I would like to. I start imbuing one of them with power, and you'll see Vera working these fireflies into one of these quarterstaffs, and it starts to slightly like light up. And I'd like to imbue it with a firestorm.
Ooh.
And that's it.
Nice.
All right.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Very cool
How the fuck
indeed.
does that work?
Druid shit.
Druids.
So I can.
I have to
druid
pay
spells.
out the ass to make shit like that.
Nope. As long as I can just store a spell in a quarterstaff with one of my spells.
Just have a whole bundle of quarterstaffs. Just like,
I mean, I don't want to cheese it. I'm fine with just having one.
I mean, it's only one spell, so it's like that's the hard limit on it. Is it's one spell ever.
Mhm.
sure, no. I mean, you just.
He
yeah,
was
but you have
saying a bunch of quarterstaffs, not just
Yeah.
put
Not one
a
per
bunch of
spell per
spells in.
staff.
Yeah,
It's one spell per character, correct?
just per character.
Yeah.
One
Oh, okay.
Vera can place a
Yeah.
spell on a quarterstaff.
Oh.
Right.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. So basically, it allows the druid to carry one extra spell cast in a staff at any given time. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty
I
cool.
thought
It's still-
they
I mean,
could
it's still
just have like
nice.
basically a quiver of quarters of things. It's just absolutely.
No, that
Des-
would be ridiculous. No, but yeah, but no, the Vera now has an extra cast of Firestorm a day, which is awesome.
Oh yeah.
Alright.
As long as given enough time to prep it, obviously. But yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. All right, so yeah, you make a spell staff of Firestorm.
Awesome.
All right.
Awesome.
Cool. Well, that will take us on a couple days. If anyone else has anything.
Am I allowed out of timeout yet?
Yes, when it's your turn, I guess.
I think it is. It's been a few hours now, so if you want to take some
Don't
kip,
make it heal me.
I'm good.
you're fine.
I literally use a spell to stay awake all the time.
Well, if you want to hang out and cuddle with your ninja boy, friend, person, husband,
Fiance.
that felt less awkward in my head. I'm not sure why.
Smoothly, but
It was something.
You're one to talk.
You know, it's
Oh,
really
yeah.
weird to have wind. I can feel the wind on my head. Weird.
You're seriously okay with this?
Yeah, this is interesting.
Like, I could probably remove it.
No, it was a gift.
Oh, not probably. One way or another.
Flame strike. It was a gift. It's just like what Mela gave me.
How does this look, by the way?
Yeah.
Like,
how does it
what
look?
level? Like, does this like somehow pull it off, or is this garbage?
Is this Guy Fieri like a bad hat where it's like that Bill hat and it has the fake hair on it? Is
You
it
know,
this
I thi-
level?
I'm gonna let Petravian determine that. So
Okay.
I'll let you determine how you want it to look or lay or be for your character.
Hmm.
Okay. I'll have to. I will have a good answer for you at checkpoint.
Okay. Well then, moving right along. Guess we
Alright.
don't get an answer yet.
Gotcha.
Sorry.
So the party continues traveling, and eventually you make it to Chung Lai on the 19th of November. There, you head back to the castle, the big old palace there in the back of the city. And there at the palace, you head up to the gate as you were instructed. The guards there are ready for you, like they have been expecting you. And it seems like they maybe had advanced warning that you had made it into the city, because there's already like an honor guard there waiting to escort the lot of you inside.
Oh.
Sorry.
No,
What's
go
that?
ahead.
As we walk through the gate, I sort of, as an aside to Lovette, say, "Oh, by the way, the Emperor quite liked the last puzzle and would have quite wants another one if you have time to whip one up."
Wow.
On the fucking spot.
Oh yeah, that's totally how that works. Thanks.
You know, in the next 30 seconds or so, I got faith in you. You can do it.
We'll see what I can do.
I'm gonna try. She's gonna try anyway. 'Cause that's
Go for it.
Get like just some pieces of metal just put together. It's like, it's a puzzle now. All
My
right,
forgetting
well,
as a player means Kurla is gonna screw with you.
all right. Oh, that's a 35 in craft clockwork. So throw something together. It's a slide puzzle.
it's,
I don't
yeah.
really know, it doesn't make any sense. But, well,
Well, you throw that together and you hop off of the wagons in Vardo, and you're escorted into the palace. You walk through all the same chambers you did before, and you make it back to the Emperor's chamber, where he's sitting at a table. And he gives you all a polite wave as you enter the room.
Hello.
Again.
It's good to see you again.
Yes, in the flesh, as they say.
Did Jiro come with us this time?
Yes.
Yes.
the question is opposed to what?
Well, I saw the rest of them in Zen. Was
Oh yeah, right. I remember being talked about these.
if I'm glad you made it here. I had something that I was able to procure for you. He reaches over and he'll lay a small pouch down on the table in front of him. I'd like you to take this with you and enjoy it.
May we ask what it is?
I reach
Oh,
for
of
it
course.
and open it.
Sure. You pick up the little pouch and you open it up, and it looks like it's tea. It's tea
Oh,
leaves.
fun.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's a little tea blend that he made.
Thank you so much. This is
Just-
lovely.
It's very important that you all drink that.
Really important?
He nods.
Is it going to work if I didn't zen it up?
Yes, it will work even if you didn't send it up.
I will make a pot of tea tonight then, for everyone.
Good.
Or should we wait until, I don't know, we're in the middle of a battle or something?
No, you should drink it tonight.
Alright then.
Just it's important that you drink this.
Of course.
Should we
Do you want to
like it heal?
No. Well,
I can't hear Petravian. Sorry.
oh,
You
sorry.
mumbling, buddy.
Yeah, sorry about that. Leans turns to Riz. Do you want to just make it now? We could enjoy their company.
I mean, I'm not going to impose on the Emperor, and also we have important things, the whole travel part.
Oh, true.
What is up with you, like, being like, let's delay ourselves as much as possible so that people can die?
Sir, not to be all suspicious, but why break the habits of a lifetime? Why is it important that we drink it, if I may please ask? Other than I'm sure it being, delicious and refreshing.
It's a very good blend, and I think that it will help all of you.
Oh,
I like the sense motive.
Yeah, sense motive. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Beardy, but
Oh, that's fine.
he's been really sweet and really nice, but Kurla is suspicious.
Because
I hate every NPC.
I
Beardy
don't.
makes.
I
I like
suspect
him.
that this tea is going to taste like leaf water, like all tea does.
This tea is just hot leaf juice.
Lots
was
and
a-
lots of honey.
That was
Lots
a
of it.
32 on the sense motive.
What
was yours,
Yeah, he
Vera?
seems on the level.
That's a 28% motive.
Yep, on the level. This guy is, stone cold.
oh,
Hmm.
that's a positive, by the way. Yeah, we didn't know if you would need it on us all.
She
Thank
spent
you.
days on this.
Didn't have. I wouldn't say that. No, I didn't
see.
really.
Perhaps you'll have more luck with your next one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
No, I don't blame you. It's pretty. It's not my. It's whatever.
Excuse me,
Well.
sir. Before we head out,
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to say it was an honor meeting you and getting to know you in a least small aspect of your life. I do not know if I will ever meet you again, but I am grateful that I have. Thank you for
Of
the
course.
tea.
Enjoy it in good health.
Of course.
I hope that in future, as we discussed, that there will come opportunities for your culture and ours to mend some of the rift that's emerged.
Perhaps.
Do you think we'll ever be able to come back here? I don't know if this
We
changes
have a
things.
seal.
Oh wait, I didn't know you get to keep it. Wait, do we keep that? That's why you're giving that back
I want to
now.
keep it. Just holds it dearly to their chest.
I won't take that back. That's yours to keep.
Oh,
You should run along. Time is of the essence.
Thank you very much.
girls.
Yeah, Petravian.
I mean, I guess.
You guess.
You need a check.
A vibe check?
Just like a humanity check, my dude.
Any
Before we
kind of
go,
check, please, wait.
and I'm gonna get it right this time, so bear with me for 10 seconds. Anyone else have anything they want to say to the Emperor?
Nope.
Damn it. Please?
I don't have anything.
Okay,
You don't know his name?
God damn it. Must find
Well,
name.
it
of-
was a time.
Vera basically saying, "Welp," slapping her knees,
Slapping
so
the lap and
Oh.
saying, "Well, it's getting real late."
Oh,
So a lot of you
Petravian will-
are.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say to the Emperor, please forgive me if this would be too much of an imposition. I really enjoyed the time in the plane of Zen, and I would like very much to have, I guess, not quicker access, but in times of stress, I'd like to be able to get there a little bit easier than it was the first time around.
Kind of, is that how it works?
Your friend has
I mean-
the right of it. That's not really how Zen works.
Okay.
I mean, I'm
It's-
the only one who didn't pull this off, so I don't know.
It's going to be very difficult to go there again. But
Oh.
if you try and you hone your mind, I believe you are capable of getting back to that state.
Like,
so
maybe you could show me how to do it, Petravian, because I've got some big decisions I gotta make soon, and I've got to do some mind honing.
Why don't you just meditate?
Yeah, like, don't you guys do that every day?
No,
What?
there's not a lot of time. I have like 4 projects I'm working on right now. And also, the end of the world thing. We should get going.
I will make him daily time to recenter myself and
Yeah, between
Try to get back
worshipping the
there.
liver and Eden, too.
yeah. Well, you never know. Just like to calm
Maybe
oneself
not, yeah.
before bed.
Kurla, having racked their brains, cough, checked the wiki, cough, will pipe in. Before we do leave, I did want to ask if you were able to get in touch about Li Hang and make sure that he didn't suffer any unnecessary hardship in his career or any punishment or any such for his assistance that he rendered us at the gate. He has rendered, I think, your nation a great service by allowing us through, even if he did exceed his authority. And I feel for the guy. I want to make sure that he's all right. And will be all right.
He'll be fine. You need not worry about him.
Well, last time I asked, I got... Well, no, I'm out of character. Last time I asked, I got the fucking name wrong, so...
It's Li
how
Hang,
many
yeah.
times have you asked about this poor guy?
I worry
At this
about him.
point,
And
like, he's more suspicious, if anything.
I just worry about him. He was a nice guy, and, you know, he deserves to not get in trouble for our fuck-ups and our
That's
desire
very
to save
nice.
the world.
I've seen nicer people.
Oh my lord,
You know-
Vera.
All right.
You're
So
probably as busy as we are. We should get going. Thank you.
Yeah, let's get on the
let's,
road.
the group moves out of the palace and heads back along, gets to wagons, moves to the gardens in the northeast of the city. Up there you find the Lithogate, which again is kind of at this point more of an artifact than anything else. It's more like a museum piece. And the area is clear of any people or obstacles, so you're able to run your wagon right into the middle of that and use that gate if you so choose.
Should we go to Vil or Moskova, Vera?
Which one is closer to... Well, wait, but if we go to the... You're talking about the one that's down south?
Yeah, because our goal is to go to the Mary Valley after this.
I mean, Moskova's pretty far away from the Mary Valley, isn't it?
No, it's not.
No? How far away is it?
Isn't it?
It's right there. It's closer
Ooh,
than
that's-
Vil.
Well,
Oh yeah,
Yeah, but-
wow.
But we are going to teleport anyway.
about-
I know. Either way, we're gonna teleport, but like, I don't know, less danger in Moskova. I mean, or
don't
we
know
could go
about
into
that.
the swamp.
I don't want to
of
get
the
eaten by a
Free
dragon.
States.
Swamp.
Thank you very
so
much.
there's the swamp gate there at the southern end of the Free States. There's the gate in Moskova. There's the gate in Vil. Or, Vera, you could try to wing it and try to manifest outside of a gate.
Do it.
Mm-mm,
Ca- that's
You
girl.
can do that?
I like it.
Why?
I like those odds.
Why?
Why?
Because I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Why?
What
Why do
odds?
that?
That's a possibility?
Yeah. I mean, you're a high enough level druid. Yeah, you could try to wing it.
Oh, gotcha.
Why
But
try
I
to
also
land-
roll like shit, so I'm not going to do
You
that.
can also you could try to land this caravan exactly where you want it to end up.
Or we can just
I
use in
think-
conjunction with the spell that I've
I
got.
think I'm
that
just
will
going
work.
to play it safe and not kill all of us.
Gotcha.
Alright, so I think...
Not have a TPK in episode 58.
Yes.
right,
Whoops.
right at
Right.
the end.
What a way to end the fucking campaign.
All right.
I think... Because we're going to be coming to Vil again later, aren't we? I don't know where Marcus is going to be.
We don't.
Probably back where the Deadlands were, I would imagine.
At some point, but I know we have to pick up stuff from Karis too, unless that's in Lovette's box. I know Karis is somewhere in significance in the soul sucky device.
Yeah, we still gotta get
operation.
that from her, actually.
But we gotta convince Cell to kill himself. Woo!
I think for
It's
now,
gonna be fun.
the first thought for Vera is probably going to be the Villish one. So we'll start there, and then
If it's bad, we go to Muskova.
Yep.
Okay.
So before touching this lithogate, Vera looks down at her bag, considering what the one person had said about the seed, but is going to leave it at the moment because there's not enough information for her, I feel like.
Noted.
And
All right.
Vera's going to touch this gate and focus in on the Great Veil lithogate, I believe it was, right?
Yeah. That's the one. Okay. Go ahead and make a level check for me, please.
You got it.
Oh, you got it. Oh, you got
That's
it.
just a D20 plus 17?
D20 plus 17.
You
it.
got the force. Oh, you got it. Oh, you got it. You got the force.
That
All
is a 24.
24. All right, that is enough. All right, you activate the gate and you slide the caravan to the Great Veil. Welcome back to the west side of the Great Wall there.
Oh, thank goodness.
You pop out and nature looks like nature again. Everything is random and wild.
Feels weird to be back.
It smells different. I love stuff like that.
Yeah.
Smells the same to me. It smells like a bunch of trees.
Yeah, but that's like, I mean, the other place also. Places have different scents based on their nature in the area. Like, you know, if they have
you could smell
orange.
the ocean.
Yeah.
So, what would you like to do at this point? You are at the Great Veil.
Is the Deadlands here? Is it still
It's not at the Great Veil, no.
groovy? Well,
So at least it's not at this forest.
do we teleport to Xeno, Lovette?
I suppose so. I was.
I can
hoping
make
with a
tea
little-
before we go.
Yeah.
He did seem pretty adamant that we should drink it, and he
thought
certainly
maybe
seemed
we
on the
should-
level, so...
Maybe it will help with his answers. Will we making camp here tonight or something?
What time is it?
It can be late enough that camp makes sense here, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll spend the day here and then teleport to the dragon
no-
halfling tomorrow.
Yes, that's
Zelda
him. Then
Rip.
life gaff.
Draflick? Hagen?
Yel Narika.
Then
Close enough.
life gaff.
Zelnarif...
Del Col. Sell.
Then life gaff.
I'm gonna go put the
Zelnarif...
Sell
kettle on the
my
wall-
little
on the,
cat.
Just
uh,
say Zell.
What are you
Fire.
doing, Zelka? Yeah, that is not what I say at all.
What was that?
That's not what I'm saying at all.
I'm
Does
not
the water
trying
need
to...
to be at a specific temperature, or is it just boiling?
90
The water
degrees
does have to
Celsius.
be at a certain temperature. Me and Jiro will take care of the tea. Just stop it, Petravian.
okay.
Just slaps the
Ah.
hand.
All right.
But
So,
People are dying.
as you are preparing the tea, you get the water at just the right temperature. You and Jiro, make the tea together, and you smell like as you open this thing and you start steeping the water. It's incredibly aromatic, and it smells delectable. It's something. It's like it's firing off synapses in your brain that were dormant. Just it's like it's revitalizing your brain in some way. It's crazy. It's really, really good.
That is amazing.
We'll
Hoy.
take teacups out to everyone, so
Alright.
we each have one.
I would like to
Sip it
use.
first before you put honey in, Vera.
I would
Yeah,
like
even you can't turn your nose
to
up at that,
use
Vera.
detect magic.
You use detect magic, and the tea is in fact magic.
What kind of magic?
Yeah, what kind of magic?
You're letting it cool, Vera?
I'm just gonna fuck this. It's delicious.
Transmutation, probably.
Transmutation.
I'm all for this. Let's go.
Let's go,
Yeah,
yo!
By this point, Kurla's already sipped theirs.
Yeah.
Right.
Are we all gonna turn into halflings?
You all know this
Okay.
is like magical, right?
What?
Sure,
Yeah.
why not?
It
You're
certainly
telling me
tastes
it
magical,
smells
and
It's
you
magical.
really
damn.
good.
God, that's
Like, you are missing out on
Oh.
this. Jiro, what do
I
you think
usually
of
put-
yours?
milk in my tea, but this is just.
Jiro nods
Oh wow.
enthusiastically.
I clink my teacup with his.
So, what's that?
Do I see
Kurla.
anything?
Clink.
No, like they're really very much enjoying their meal or their tea.
Yeah.
I'll drink it.
All right. So you all drink down your tea. You feel your body and soul and your mind and everything about you align just a little bit better. This energy suffuses your form, and you feel centered in a way that you didn't before. You feel a step closer to reaching your purpose in life. You all gain a level.
Yay! Oh,
And that's where we're going to fade to black for the night.
Thank you, Beardy. Thank you.
Thanks for listening. As always, special thanks to William Succi and Andreas Pichler for the intro and outro themes, and Emily Roll for Fantasy for this episode soundtrack. Interested in following us on social media? Follow us on Twitter at CheckPleaseDND. Or want to support the podcast and be part of the Czech Republic? Go to our Patreon under the Czech Republic. Until next time.